Yo, we are live.
Let's fucking go, boys. We're back. Okay, where have
go.
we been? Everyone's been asking. Okay, what happened to the YouTube lives? What have you boys been up to? Listen, we've been coaching. We ran a rite of passage, our 2-week program here in Poland. When I say here, I'm not in Poland anymore, but Alex is. That was amazing. Yeah. That was awesome. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I think Alex has already posted some clips from that, so you can go check it out on the YouTube page. We've got another few coming out in terms of what we're up to for those 2 weeks. Also, some student testimonials talking about how much they fucking killed it, how was the best experience of their lives. So you guys can check that out. Otherwise, here we are. We've also, should we talk about the Sigma stuff, Alex, or should we leave that a little bit? Should that be a bit of a
we can leave that. We can tease that out a little bit because these guys are gonna fucking jizz all over their keyboards if we start with it. Wow.
Yeah. Only a little bit.
Game over.
So,
yeah.
Here we are. We're back. We're gonna basically do just a Q&A for you boys, and yeah. So it's good to be here. Have we got some comments coming in already? Looks like we do.
Just two things first. One, David is coming in maybe like a couple of minutes. Number two, we are planning out dates for our next boot camps already right now. Should we give them like a rough idea of where we're trying to go?
Yeah, okay, listen. We're going to the most beautiful, serene place in the entire world. The greatest city. This is actually the place where a legend was born. Okay, this is my hometown. We're going to be in Sydney. Also going to be in Bali. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll do a trip over to America. We'll either hit up Vegas or New York. Probably New York. Okay. Either of those two. And then we'll go to Alex's home turf over in Poland again. We're on a rite of passage over there. So we're covering the world. Okay. And if you're in like fucking South Africa or something, sorry, we're not going there. Right, but otherwise we're covering the world, so come join us.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's awesome. David is here, so we can add him now. There he is.
Hey,
yo, beautiful. There we go.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Yeah.
Now, did you say that again? Your mic sounds a bit soft there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Maybe see if you can like turn that out. Is that soft for you, Alex, or is it just me?
That sounds all right.
Okay, if you can turn it up a little bit, but otherwise we're
working on now.
Yeah,
is this better?
Yeah. Okay. Right. You're not using the mic from the computer.
No, yeah, make sure you have the right mic.
No, it's good. It's good. That's good.
You just
I'm tripping.
That? Is he just making you feel better?
I'm tripping.
I don't know. What does everyone on the chat think?
I'm just putting him on an emotional roller coaster.
You're just trolling me because I'm always having
my shit.
Okay, yeah. You're definitely not lying. All right. Damien Yu, I was really looking forward to this live, but I've got an F date with a 20-year-old blonde. All right, yeah.
Damn.
Just watch it with her, as Steven said. Okay, bring her on. Like, quickly, give it 20 orgasms, whatever, and then like come back on and watch the stream. Okay, don't miss out.
Actually, after you fuck her, it's easy. We'll give you the StreamYard link, and you can bring her on the stream.
Yes, she can come on. Even better.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Big Daddy. By the way, I love your hat, man. I feel like I've been hat cucked right now with like a New York Yankees bullshit.
I feel like I'm at a disadvantage. I don't have a hat. I don't have that.
It's actually a really good conversation starter. It's a really good one.
I believe it.
So girls come up and they open you. They're opening because of the Big Daddy hat. I had a girl open me outside his Lotte 44. Hey, Daddy.
What is the most explicit open you've had with that hat? Is it "Hey Daddy"?
Most explicit.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just "Daddy." Yeah. I mean, it's staring. It's kind of acting like a little girl. Very innocent. Walking up and "Daddy," and I'm like, "Do I know you?"
You forget that you're wearing the hat sometimes, and you're like, "Damn."
No. I totally forgot I had the hat on. So I'm like, "Fuck, did I fuck this girl?" And I just don't recognize her.
Yeah.
But she said, "Daddy," and I said, "Do I know you?" And she's like, "Daddy, not yet." And I go, "Oh, okay."
It could also be a daughter that you just don't know about.
It could also
that found you.
Just be,
like you don't know, right? Yeah.
All right,
She'd
I
be
need to
like,
be careful.
"Dad."
I can't be sexualizing with my potential future daughters or something, you know?
That would be kind of fucked. That would be kind of
That'd
fucked.
be weird.
Yeah, that's only for what's the name of that like a streamer duo that you did like a stream with, Mark? I felt like they were doing that.
I did a
what's
stream
their
with.
name? I forgot their name. Yeah, you did a live stream with them. You were like debating like Christianity or something. When you
Oh,
were in
and he
Austin.
asked me. Yeah, and he is this guy that asked me about like if you can be incestual or something, like if you can have sex with your siblings or something. Is this the
Yeah,
am I thinking of the right debate?
it was something like that. It's like a daughter live streaming with her dad or something.
Oh, okay, no, different. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fuck, what's her name? Thor.
I don't know.
Someone
You
Thor,
did this.
bro.
You
That
did a
is-
stream with yeah.
That is some weird shit, man. Like
Yeah.
they're dead set in a relationship. This father and daughter. It is some interesting dynamics. I don't know if they put it on like for YouTube and like try to get some shock kind of value there. But either way, it is
Yeah.
a weird situation. But
even
entertaining.
like imagine that conversation. Like, all right, this is a YouTube strategy. So we're gonna like, how do you do that? Like, hey dad, like let's pretend like we're in a relationship on YouTube.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's some weird shit. Like, yes, the dad's like, hey, yes, daughter, let's pretend we're in a relationship for YouTube. Yes, let's. Yeah, I don't know. Some weird stuff going on. Yeah. Anyway. Nice setup, Swift. I like the lighting.
Yeah, I'm really inspired by your, well, maybe not right now, but your typical setup, you know.
Yeah,
Are you feeling a little bit naked? Oh,
like,
shit. Okay.
I like it. Ignore the watermark.
Yeah, ignore the Adobe stock.
Yeah.
That's not there.
That's so actually a piece of artwork I have in just the background. Yeah, it's kind of like a cultural piece talking about the yes, watermark features that people usually have within artworks and things like this. I bring it out in my background. So this isn't like a stock AI thing background. No, but it's just like my face.
You've really become very cultured recently.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a very cultured man. Yeah.
What changed? I mean, what kind of shift recently?
I just realized there's more to life than women. You know, there's art, there's nature, there's the way you interact with the world, and Adobe really brought that out of me. Actually, I have them to thank. So,
Adobe,
yeah, so that's why I have the artwork there, just to represent. Yeah, it's basically what it is. But yeah, no, I'm here in literally. I don't even know how to describe this place, but I'm traveling around. So all my setups have been pretty spare of the moment. Hotel rooms.
Where are you right now?
Where I'm in Slovenia right now.
Slovenia. What are you doing in Slovenia?
Slovenia.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing there?
Traveling around Slovenia, bro. We're gonna go to.
No, I mean like what? Like, is there are you doing like nature hiking or something?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not asking in like a suspicious way. I'm like wondering, like, is there nature? Are you doing like a hike or something?
I didn't murder anyone here. Okay, don't listen to the stories. Yeah, no, we're gonna do some hikes. So we did a treetop thing like just yesterday or the day before. So it was like a boardwalk. You're like above these pine trees, pretty sick. Then we've got like a waterfall or something coming up. So yeah, we're naturing it up essentially.
Yeah. And what's next? What's after Slovenia?
Then I'm gonna come visit you. We're going to Poland. We're gonna do some. We're going to a techno club. Okay, that's what's happening.
Yep.
We're gonna be party. Then after that,
That'll be gonna be fun. That's gonna
find
be fun.
an island somewhere before heading back to Sydney. Basically, yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
Fun times.
Should we take the first question?
Nah, I just enjoy chatting to you guys.
Yeah, let's fuck the questions.
We really fuck the questions.
Yeah.
This is the only time we really
How you
get to
been,
like,
Alex?
talk.
Yeah.
You know.
Alex, how you been?
I've been fucking great. Yeah, I mean, I've been really, really great. I don't know what to say. I've been really great.
How's your
been
dog, bro?
gaming.
Is your dog still your parents or your girl's place?
Yeah,
Where-
we're with my dad right now.
I miss him.
He's so big. He's a big boy. Yeah.
Damn. I love that photo in the background.
I kind of want to know how game is for Alex. 'Cause I haven't seen him that often recently. He's been kind of busy.
Oh, dude, it's really good. It's going actually really, really good. Yeah, I mean, I've been coaching a lot. I've been coaching. I mean, basically like every day for like the past I mean, since before Tomorrowland, the only days I didn't was Tomorrowland.
Can I ask a
So-
question actually?
Long ago, yeah, like two months.
You shared in our group chat, Swift maybe knows what I'm talking about. There was a
Mhm.
girl that looked very distressed and upset, and I want to pick a bone with you right now because I think you did a disservice to this girl. She looked miserable.
Yep.
She was lying in your bed, and you were watching.
Yeah. So
Girl.
actually, she might be watching the stream. I wouldn't be surprised if she's watching the stream. No, but
Yeah.
like she came over.
By the way,
like,
if you are, we're not talking about you. Okay, it's another girl.
Yeah,
in case
it's
you-
not. It's not you. It's not you, Belarusian girl. Anyways, she came over and we watched Minions with gave her. Yeah, watched the Minions and yeah.
Gave this girl Elmo.
I mean, look. I think she wanted something else. I think she wanted to do something else. But I said, hey, let's watch Minions. Let's just watch Minions instead. I don't know if she liked that.
How
Totally
hard
fucking
was she
pissed off.
chasing for you? You're watching Minions and you're giving her LMR. This is what I want to know.
You know what they get like.
I do.
They get rapey.
Brian said
Well,
they're just
yeah.
chasing. They don't care about us. That's true.
Yeah, they're catching up. Yeah.
No, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Unless they have some really good fucking questions, you know.
Yeah, like should we not catch up or what? Should we just like neglect each other, or what do you think?
I know. Listen, we care about
I mean,
each other.
Alex is giving them LMR right now. Just
Exactly.
We're the LMR trade. All right, let's get to it. So we have a question from Brian. Here we go.
Yeah.
I went on a few dates with a girl with DTF, but I failed to close. Okay. RIP. Okay. Let's take my stance. I escalate physically to the point where I was literally fingering her, but when I tried taking her clothes off, she resisted. Why? He also wrote, I also tried sexualizing the convo, but every time I would introduce the topic, she would stay quiet and silent. Or silence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem here is you didn't ask for her objection.
Yeah. Did you ask like the fuck is wrong? Or did you just like try to take her clothes off and then just awkwardly sit there?
Yo, baby girl, what's wrong? What's on your mind?
What's up?
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
You okay? You want to watch some Minions first? What's wrong?
No, but literally in this situation, you just need to ask like what's on her mind, what's holding her back. You need to get the objection verbalized so that you can actually handle it. Because, I mean, otherwise, how are you gonna know? You need to get her to voice something.
Because the objection could have been anything, right? Like, could have been period. It
STD.
could have been that she hadn't shaved. It could have been that, it could have been that she was like so into you that she worried that like sleeping with you that you'd judge her now and like not want to see her again. It could be like, you just need to ask why, right? Just ask why.
I think this is one of the biggest mistakes guys make, that they don't dig for the objection hard enough, and so they can't solve it.
Dude, how creepy and weird would it be? Okay. All right. Say we're on this call and then I just said I'm coming to Poland in like a fucking week or something. Imagine if you guys were like, yeah, man, let's go to dinner. We'll catch up. Like you come here on Monday. All right, let's go to dinner Wednesday night. And I just say no. I just say no. Right? And then
but why? But why not?
You guys don't ask why. You guys just say,
yeah, you're like,
oh,
okay.
And then we just awkwardly, we all sit here in silence, and then we're like, all right, let's get to the questions. Like, no one would ever do that, right? Like, it's just, and then like you guys speaking to the group later, and you're like, hey, Marcus won't come to dinner with us, and everyone's like, why? You're like, I don't know, I didn't ask.
Don't know.
Right? It's like so retarded. Just ask why, right?
Yeah, so fucking retarded. Now you just gotta ask. Damn, I should have. He wrote here now. Damn, I should ask why. I don't know why I didn't guess. I was scared to lose. Yeah. Well, ironically, that's what happened because you didn't ask.
And by the way, you don't need to ask why and like, oh my god, why? Please, like, tell me. Oh my god, like, just you, dude, you're fingering this girl. Okay, you went on a date. You're like sexually into each other. You're lying on like bed probably. I would ask why in a way that suits that situation. It's like, hang on. You're willing to at this point, like, it's just like, what's up? Right? I'm just like, one, I'm curious. Two, I'm kind of surprised. Like, it is a bit of a weird thing. Like, something must be going on here. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, so my question is, like, why? What's up? right? It doesn't have to be chasey. It doesn't have to be needy.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like pressure. It's like just curious why.
Yeah, since we're doing analogies, this is like, let's say we go to the gym and Mark, we're done with the warm-ups. We're like, all right, let's do a working set. No. You just go home.
Going home.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
And then you awkwardly are just like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro,
I'll
I'm gonna
just finish
do
the
this
workout
from now
by
on.
myself, I guess.
I'm gonna do this from now on. Anytime you get no YouTube live, no.
Nah. Nope.
Oh
Absolutely
man,
not.
too funny.
All right. Yeah, try sexualizing. We just say stay quiet and silence.
Yeah. Ask
Yeah,
if
man,
she's okay. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
You okay?
So yeah, because this is already like hinting that there's gonna be some type of objection or concern. I wouldn't just leave it as if she's being like quiet and silent while you're sexualizing. Try to get her to talk, like ask questions. But if she still doesn't, I would dig deeper. Like, why can't she talk about this?
100%.
Yeah. Hey, Alex, how does your game look now compared to 2 years? Indirect open with strong subcoms, qualified section. Yeah, that hasn't changed. No, I don't think that has changed at all. To be honest, I'm still doing that. I'm still doing that exactly the same way, I would say. I mean, what do you guys think? Because you guys see me game. What can you see different?
Well, I think you're a lot more concise with your structure and your verbals, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the things that you would have done maybe 3 or 4 years ago, you kind of made your structure a little bit more concise. But your tonality, your subcoms, I think everything else is a lot better. It's perfected, I would say. So you build a lot more traction.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. That's probably a very good summary. Yeah, for sure. How would you game girls when they open you? Very easy to fuck it up and you end up chasing her. It's a good question because I'm making a video on this actually. But essentially, when she's opening you, she's starting off in the chasing frame where she's already in the mindset of like, yo, I'm going to have to do all the work here. I'm going to have to move this interaction forward. I have to win him over. But it's very easy for you to like flip that dynamic around. And that's going to come from doing too much typically. You could also fuck it up by like, price framing when she's like chasing and her ego doesn't let her chase any further. But like generally, you're going to lose these girls by doing too much. Essentially, you're going to lose them by, let's say, trying to like game them too much or trying to build attraction with them because you already have it. And it's so easy. If you start running the interaction like you normally would, this dynamic would reverse and you would actually end up being the one moving it forward. But when the girls open you, they have to move it forward. You need to let her game you and you need to let her carry the burden, let's say. Want to add anything?
Awesome.
Look, girls don't open us.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
We don't know what that. Sounds like fun. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, just sit back and watch.
Yeah, it's
like we have to work for everything, Mark. It's
I know it's tough. Yeah, imagine just standing there and people are like, "What do you do when the girl tries to close you? Do you have any advice?" Yeah. What do you do when the girl tries to set you up with her friends? Any advice? Yeah. Fuck you, Steven. Okay.
You see, this motherfucker, he's just flexing on us. He's just coming here to fucking just disrespect us with how he gets opened.
Exactly.
And we don't. Yeah. We should split a bottle of wine. Sure. On your romantic balcony. No romantic balcony. No. Hey guys, does your course and the mentorship different products? So I guess what he's asking is if there is a difference between the Mastermind and like I guess becoming the ultimate man course.
Yeah, dude, we have different offers. There's the Mastermind. That's the easiest thing. Just come join that. You get 2 weeks free. You'll get to chat to us in there. You get to jump on our Zoom calls. You get access to us every single week. You have like a bunch of guides in there from the last like fucking 5 years or some shit. So you can just search up in our content guide for anything you need. There's everything in there. It's super cheap. You get access to it. It's just like we're giving you way too much value, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the easiest place to
it's a
start.
grind.
Once you get in there and you're like, damn, this is amazing. Then yeah, we have other offers. There's our boot camps. We have a texting boot camp. There's a Becoming the Ultimate Man cold approach course. There's a bunch of other offers, but just jump in the mastermind and then check it out and then ask us from there, and we can let you know what else we got going on.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck is up, boys? Yo, Elliot.
Hey,
Elliot had his
what's up,
mastermind
G?
member. He had his first
Layup.
Nike pull
Yes.
this weekend.
And he's in the mastermind, by the way.
Yes,
So-
he's a mastermind member. Hey, Dad, don't dox me, though. Exactly. How the fuck did you know I'm in South Africa? It's game hell here. All the hot girls have fled or coupled up.
Yeah, bro. That's why
What do
we're
you
not
think
coming
about
south.
that?
Okay. You guys have great mountains. Okay. I love Cape Town. But listen, we're not running any boot camps there, okay? It's not happening.
Probably not. How do I know when to follow social norms and when to break social norms? That's a very general question.
Yeah, it's so fucking vague.
Yeah. I mean, you break them when you have to or when it's going to benefit you, I guess. Unless it's something illegal, then don't break it. Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
I find this a tough
it's
question.
probably the wrong heuristic to go by is to ask yourself, when should I break social norms? Right? Like, you should act in a very attractive manner, and you should be challenging the girl, getting her to chase you, building up sexual tension. Like, you need to ask a much more specific question than this. Otherwise, you're just going to get a very vague answer like that, right? You just want to maintain very attractive traits. If that breaks a social norm, for example, maybe you like challenge a girl in front of her friends or some shit, or you tease her, and maybe people are like, hey, that sounded a bit rude, but yet the girl is like dripping wet and wants you, then maybe that's a social norm you've broken. But yeah, don't go lying on the floor and saying like, I'm helping my AA. You're just teaching yourself to be like socially unaware and unattractive. So yeah, I don't know. It's a vague answer, but unless you have something specific, that's all I got for you.
Yeah, it's tough. I think you really need to. There has to be like a very clear net gain to breaking that social norm. But also, it's a different social norm depending on where you live. So yeah, that's a just impossible question to answer. Probably.
I mean, fucking sexualizing, right? Just sexualizing in a normal interaction is like breaking a social norm, right?
Sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, for me, it feels like normal, but
it feels too fucking normal.
But then I think, and I'm like, okay, it's actually not normal at all. I've completely lost touch at this point. Yeah. Just have to say thank you. Just had Nike and pull and close Friday and got very close to second girl last night. Momentum is really building. Yes. This is Elliot from the Mastermind. Fucking killing it. Fucking killing it. Yeah. How do you guys continue after opening? Came back from night game tonight in Australia. I mean, usually around like very early on interaction, there are a couple of things you want to do. Well, I'm thinking about spiking emotions and building value. It's going to be the most important thing. So you want to DHV a lot, spike a lot of emotions. If you do those things early, you're probably going to be off to good interaction. Keep it simple.
Yeah, and I mean, if you have a really strong open here, it should be easy to transition from that. Like, my first question is, what does your open look like? Like, the question shouldn't be, hey, I go up really weak, I don't speak very loud, I barely make eye contact, the girl barely hears me, she answers like a one-word sentence. Like, how do I go from here? It's like, well, you're already kind of fucked, right? So make sure you have a really strong open. Make sure that you are, going and making that good first impression. And then, as Alex said, yeah, like continue to spike emotions. So you can use curiosity in your voice. You can speak loud. You can have a varying tonality. Even like ask her whatever the fuck you want. Like, hey, who are you here with? Hey, I'm so fucking curious. Are these your friends? These girls right here? Like, that's an interesting question that you can ask, and you can continue the conversation from there.
Yes. What is the best hairstyle for night game? It's hard to say, but okay, let's look at his. You can look at his like profile photo here on the comment. I mean, this looks like a fade buzz cut kind of guy.
Yo, with a name like Mahmoud. You definitely
Yeah.
need a fade, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You can't go
You
on
can't
the
be
TikTok
Mahmoud
fucking
without
17-year-old
without a
teenage
fade.
boy hairstyle with a name like Wood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
get,
I mean,
He's a
obviously-
balding man.
I mean, he could get like daddy shaved into the back of his head, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
True.
I think so.
True.
No, there's no best hairstyle. It's just whatever fits you, whatever suits you. But generally, like buzz cut with fade is pretty solid for almost everyone I've ever seen.
I like how he
Swift
said for
peak
night
cooking.
game, as if like day game is gonna have a different
He's
name.
gonna-
You know?
he's gonna switch it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. You can put on your night game haircut before you go out. Swift peacocking in the club with the Big Daddy cap. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's working. I see it working for him.
Bro,
It's fucking stupid.
all day today. All fucking day.
Harassment. It's getting harassed. I have a question, but I'm really bad at asking questions.
Okay.
That's okay. It's okay.
Didn't we already do this?
Basically, I'm struggling to close. I'm not sure. I'm sexualizing physically hard and getting her wet, but verbally, I can't sexualize. I get silence.
I think he mentioned this before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the same guy, but it's like a reframed question. So,
Well, how are you sexualizing? Because like when you say you tried to sexualize, what does that mean? Like, how are you actually sexualizing? Are you baby stepping it? Are you baiting it and she's not taking the bait, right? Are you going up some sort of sexual compliance ladder and she's giving you very little so you don't continue it? Are you asking a direct question? Are you just bringing up a topic, making a statement? So what exactly are you fucking saying? It's going to make a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't have any context to go off here, so it's hard to say. Is it ever okay to go down the compliance ladder after starting interaction off higher on them, higher on the ladder? I guess it's okay, but why would you? I think it's super unproductive, and I think you're going to lose momentum. I think you're going to lose momentum, so it will be harder to keep going if you choose to go down it for like whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just tell you like no, unless you have like a very good reason to, which you probably don't. So just
I mean, like
moving
it's
forward.
I agree with that. Like, is it okay to fart in your interactions? Like, maybe if you have like enough value and you can make it work, I guess so. But like, why would you do that? It's just like, make it hard for yourself. Like, just do what's optimal.
Yeah, it's kind of like, is it okay to? I'm gonna try to make like an analogy. Is it okay to?
All right, we all have to do one. I chose farting. Alex, you're up next. Is it okay to?
Is it okay to take her for a date after I fuck her?
Okay, Alex is closing then taking her for dinner. Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right.
Is it okay? I don't know. Is it okay to finger her after I fuck her? I mean,
Okay.
but why?
All right, Swift.
Oh, fuck. I mean, that's a little bit too explicit for me. I was going to say, is it okay to eat the food that the waiter brings you? Maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay. I want to see Alex take a girl for a dinner date after closing. Okay, that's a goal for this week.
Goal.
All right. Yeah, you close and then you say, "Hey, I'd love to take you to dinner."
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
I'm gonna pull her for Nike. I'm gonna straight to dinner.
Okay.
Or set up the fuck date and she shows up and you just take her straight to dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flowers ready. Like, hey, we're going. She's like, no, but I fuck.
Yes. Better. Yes. And it's gonna be like it's gonna be a nice dinner. Okay.
And then
like,
I take her home to watch fucking Minions.
This is gonna be like super romantic. Lit, like real nice dinner. Okay.
No, I mean, I really think you should do some sort of experiment. Like, like how many dates can you take a girl on until she either jumps on your dick, begs for you to fuck her, or she says, "Listen, I'm just not feeling it. You're like a friend to me." You know what I mean? Like, what is she gonna do?
Friend zone challenge.
But look, you could run your game normally. Like you could spit a really good fucking game.
Yeah, but you never fuck her.
You just never fuck her.
Yeah,
and you try to go on as many dates as possible and see how long you could take it.
Yeah. Oof.
That'd be a fun experiment.
Oh, dude. I just think that they would get so impatient. I think they would give up.
You know what I think? I think the girls would eventually invite you for drinks at their place.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, but it's too soon.
Because I can't imagine if you're running really good game and everything, you're not like simping out or something, right?
No.
Like they have to make a move.
It's still like sexualizing, orgasms, everything, but you just take it for dinner.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down.
Listen, I'm just really tired of giving girls 30 orgasms. Like, can I just take you on a date?
Dude, I have so many Bumble leads right now. I'm going to pick one of them and do it.
All right, make a video about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually like, that would be so funny. Like, I'm already like imagining how pissed they're going to be.
True.
Because they don't handle it as well as guys do.
Bro, there's a lot of things you could do. I mean, you could actually simp out on these dates. So like relationship frame it, nice guy frame it.
Yeah.
Until she's like, I'm not feeling it. Okay. And she's like, she's not messaging you anymore. She's done. Yeah. And then I want you to send a video saying it's a prank. Okay. I'm actually I'm a sex coach. You know, I told you I live in a studio apartment with 5 guys. You know, I pay $50 a rent.
Oh yeah.
I'm a janitor, but surprise! Like, here's my, Versace. You're in your like Versace robe. You know, you're in your 44 apartments, and you're like, yeah, just kidding. I'm also a sex coach, by the way. Hey, I have a 2,000 lay count. So, what do you think about that now?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey Alex, does girls Hey Alex, do girls react differently now that you look buff?
Of course.
Yeah.
Don't say It's.
But for me, it's a gradual change, so I don't notice difference.
I noticed it, guys. I noticed, especially like right after COVID, you got a lot of time to really get in the gym before night gaming again. I noticed. I noticed the extra IOIs. But the thing is, I noticed Alex ignores so many IOIs because he's so used to the IOIs now. So listen, if you want to get jacked, get jacked. You still need game, obviously, but
yeah, it's guys, don't get it twisted. It's useless without game. It's absolutely fucking useless without game. Like I see a lot of guys who are in amazing shape. They can't pull because guess what? Being jacked doesn't help you with objection handling, which is actually the biggest limiting factor, especially when you do get a lot of attraction. So, and also like it's so easy to talk your way out of pussy. It's so easy. So it's so easy. Like so, it at the end of the day, I think all it does, it gives me more options, but it doesn't really do anything else. It gives you more options, but I don't think it does much else.
It gets your foot in the door a little bit more.
Yeah, not even as much.
Guys gotta realize that we often look through the guy's brain when we're thinking about like how attracted we are to a girl. It's like 90% looks, right? Like it's gonna be very rarely anything else. Whereas with women, it's not so like binary like that. Are they good looking or are they not good looking? Girls can be attracted to a lot of different traits. So being good looking is like one of them. And I see the compliance and shit Alex gets, from the start, and even some of our students, right? But if we look at every single program we've ever run, and you ask us who was the most successful person on that program, I would doubt that it's any more than 50% of the time the most attractive looking person on that program.
It's just not. Yeah, no, it's just not.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really interesting thing. I mean, it's exactly what you're saying. They're attracted to so much more than just like your physical appearance. And even like, I feel like if I make a mistake, it's over. Like I don't get more leeway to make mistakes than anyone else. I think if anything, and we talked about this, David, I think I get less leeway because they have higher expectations.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because they look at me and they're expecting me to be. I get the halo effect on me, right? Yeah. So they're because he is this, this, and this, he must be this, this, and this. So yeah, I think that.
And the thing is, I could fly under the radar a little bit, right? It's like I fly under the radar, and I could get her to kind of think like, fuck, I'm actually impressed. I didn't expect this, right? So I get bonus points for showing up and running a really good game, right? Being super fucking confident. So they may not anticipate it like they would with you, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to be consistent and congruent all the way through.
Yeah. For me, it's actually, if I'm too confident, they get triggered. They get triggered. It backfires. I need to tone down. 100%, I need to behave less confidently. Otherwise, I blow it out because they get triggered. They're like, oh, he thinks he's so good. He thinks he's the shit. I'm gonna show him. They do that. It's so funny. It's so funny, but I actually seriously had to tone it down. I had to,
you qualify them a little bit more, get a little bit softer.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I went on an instant date, built value, sexualized a lot, but I couldn't overcome. I have to wake up early objections. Went up, set up a fuck date. She went home and texted me good night. The next day, she blocked me. Ideas. And she probably blocked you for the same reason that you couldn't get through the wake up early objection. But we don't know why. Like it could be anything. She could have a boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean these questions. You're never going to rarely ever provide enough detail and context here for us to be able to answer it, because basically what's happening is you're inputting it through your perception, which might be flawed, and then bringing it back to us. So we're getting like a flawed perception of perhaps what happened here. Now, if this is on face value, all this is correct. It went really well. You sexualized great. This girl was into it. She just had to wake up early and you couldn't get over that. Then she's like, hey, we can meet like another time. We're going to come straight around to your place. That's amazing. And then all of a sudden you're blocked and you don't ever hear from it. Then it's probably most likely just that she's got a boyfriend or some shit. But yeah, without any more detail, we can't really correct any traction
towards the end, especially if you're a little bit too desperate, a little bit too needy, and you're really, really pushing for the pull and not actually overcoming the early, wake up early objection.
Yeah.
Right. If you're like pushing and not actually trying to solve this, and then you're like, come on. And maybe you're pushing for the fuck date as well. And she's just like, okay, sure, fine, we'll do the fuck date. Right. Because I had a student do that a couple days ago. It was going so fucking well. And I'm like, yo, if number closes right now and just sets up the fuck date for later tonight, is a done deal. But he kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And his tone just started to sound a little bit more desperate, a little bit more needy. And she immediately went, actually, no, I'm good. In the most serious tone, and walked away. So maybe you did everything you thought you did, but you lost too much attraction towards the end when you were not handling the objection and you were pushing too hard. But like Mark said, it could be fucking anything, right? Like if you were actually on this feed or one of the live streams in the Mastermind, we could talk about this and get all the information, right?
Yeah. No, that's a very good point. There's nothing that can fucking ruin the interaction quicker. That's probably very accurate. That's probably very accurate.
Because like, what are you gonna do? She's got to wake up at like 7 a.m., right? 6 a.m.
Yeah. There's just no point in pushing at all.
Yeah, you got to convince her that 2 hours of sleep is okay because the value proposition is so fucking good, right? If she truly believed that she's gonna have the greatest night of her entire fucking life, I guarantee 2 or 3 hours of sleep, totally fine. She would have 2 hours of sleep, go to work, be exhausted, but have a story to tell, her friends or coworkers about last night. So also, what was the value you built up? What was the value proposition? What was the sexual value proposition? Was it, let's go back and have wine after sexualizing a little bit? That's not going to be enough if she has, just a wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, no, that's such a good point. And also, you're saying you sexualized, but how hard did she hook? Just because you sexualize, it's not a guarantee. You can sexualize and pull. But it's about sexualizing, getting her really fucking hooked on a value, getting her to chase for it, and then pulling. But here, you sexual, like, we don't know how sold she was. But she probably just wasn't sold enough. As he said, like, then she probably would have just gone. I know I would sacrifice some sleep. My
What
sleep
about
is probably more important than hers.
I know, but what about for the best experience of your life? Okay, like 3 Playboy models. You know, they just won like greatest, like Mark and his. He gave an award. Okay, at Mark's
Yeah.
coaching award ceremony thing.
Best. I actually handed out the award for best blowjob. In
Oh, you
Australia.
did? Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, what if it's that girl? Okay.
That's hilarious. But it
yours
sounds like we're
fucked
trolling,
up.
but he actually did this. He
I
actually
did. And
did this.
do you know
We're
what's
not
the
trolling,
fucked up
guys.
part is? Oh, dude, now people know who this is. Never mind. Continue.
Okay.
I was gonna say something, but never mind. But yeah, so that girl. Okay, there's 3 of them. Best blowjob, best fucking. What is Alex like? Best sub. Okay, best
cuddler.
Best cuddles. Yeah.
best cuddler. Yeah. Okay.
Best
So these
fucking
3
cuddler.
girls come in, and Alex is like, "Oh, but I'm tired." And then they're like, "Listen, Marcus just handed us these 3 awards. Okay, we want to give you the greatest night ever. All right."
Would you do that?
Sleep.
I think I would.
Okay.
I think I would.
All
I
right.
think I would.
There you go. All right, we dealt with Alex's objection. There you go. In real time. That's how you do it.
Easy. Namaste, gurus.
Namaste.
We're catching up. How much boot camp in South Korea? Oh, I would love to do this.
Swift is doing a South Korean boot camp.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Yeah.
We're gonna do. It's gonna be a dual boot camp. So we'll do one South Korea. We'll head over to the north, do a couple of boot camps there.
Yeah.
It's gonna
We'll
be
do
a
a
whole
private one for the emperor. What's his fucking name?
Exactly.
They're opening up soon, North Korea to tourists, by the way, pretty soon. COVID is still wrecking up night game in North Korea. The karaoke bars and
you're pulling her for rats.
Oh, imagine that lay report, Alex. You go to North Korea and you talk the North Korean guide, bro.
Yeah,
that would be the most. No one would do it, by the way.
That would be cool. That would probably be so illegal.
Oh, so illegal, but I'm telling you, that would be a really good lay report.
Yeah, that would be good actually. Or like a soldier, like one of the guards. If they have female guards.
Bro, that would be. But I don't think we're going to North Korea, right? Look, Bali. If you want to do a boot camp in Bali, in like December.
Well, Bali is like little Russia, which is basically communist enough, kind of like North Korea.
Yeah, and it's an easy flight from South Korea. So come to Bali.
Yeah.
You know, you could message one of us, and we'll set you up.
Easy.
Yeah, exactly. Bali. That's where we'll be at.
What are the different stages between a beginner, intermediate, and advanced? I think it's consistency at the end of the day. How consistent are you? How many interactions do you need to produce a result? I think that's a good metric, just to make it like really simple. Because even beginners can pull. There's no reason why they couldn't, but they're probably going to need more interactions. Like probably like a lot of beginners that we have to talk to like 50 girls. Actually, that's an underestimation. A lot of beginners will need to talk to like maybe 200, 300, maybe more.
Yeah, but I think advanced, like when I think about advanced, I think it comes down to experience. Okay.
Yeah.
So experience, understanding women on an advanced level, right? Not just like, I watch red pill content and they tell me that, women are bitches or whatever. Right. So like actually truly understanding women, their psychology, their emotions, and why they think what they think and feel what they feel. A lot of experience. And I think predicting what girls are going to say and why they're going to say it, right? Being able to even read body language.
I think our definition for advanced would be probably wouldn't be shared. Like I think we have a higher expectation of what that means.
Much higher, yeah.
Yeah, so
like being able to identify archetypes.
Yeah.
All hundreds of archetypes, right? But like big, what's intermediate?
I think there's.
Yeah, Mark.
I think also it depends. You can be like advanced in one area and a beginner in another, right? Like you could be advanced at building attraction, like we spoke about before. Like you could be really good at being like charismatic. Maybe you're good looking. Maybe you're great at DHVing. but then you have no idea how to deal with objections whatsoever. Right. So some of these guys in the clubs, like people like, oh, they're so advanced. Like, look at all the attraction they're building. I can think of like RSD Julian, for example. This is a good a good example of this is you watch his infield, you're like, damn, this guy's pretty good, right? Builds a lot of attraction. He's really good at challenging the goal, but he does nothing with it, right? He plans like a fucking pizza party or some shit and doesn't close these goals. So someone like that, advanced at attraction, fucking a noob at actually fucking closing. So yeah, you're probably going to have beginner and medium advanced in different levels. So I agree with that. Like advanced is generally someone that's like closing a lot, as Alex said. You're going to be really good at reading archetypes. You're going to be able to close different types of goals. Intermediate is maybe you're able to build attraction, or maybe you're able to close a lot on Tinder dates, but you suck at cold approach. And then beginner is like you're just learning to approach.
I think it's interesting. Todd V, advanced at price framing.
Oh. Yes.
Advanced at price framing.
Yeah. Who's the guy that's advanced at lying on the floor? Who was that guy?
Oh, Steve Max.
Yeah.
Who is advanced at cheeseburgers? There was a guy that was like real advanced at cheeseburgers.
I don't know. Who's that?
RC Luke. Yeah, RC Luke. Yeah.
The cheeseburgers.
Well, hey, he got fit. He got in shape recently.
Yeah.
He's actually he's pretty fit. Yeah, go look him up.
Bro, I heard he was scamming a bunch of people.
Ah, yeah, of course. I mean,
like,
that's what
he definitely did get in shape. What the fuck?
Bro, I used to fuck. I used to text Luke for certain people because he was scamming people that was working for him, and he wouldn't pay these guys. So I helped him with the text game to get their money back. Yeah, I mean, like I lived in Vegas. Like he's just notorious at fucking scamming everyone, people close to him, students, everybody.
Yeah, because I didn't know if these were just bullshit claims. But then I've spoken to students who paid, never got coaching, but also business partners.
Yes.
So I've heard of friends of this business. Yeah, it's like legit just what a fucking dirtbag. All right. So he's advanced at scamming. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I helped
losing weight.
3 different motherfuckers like text Luke, try to get some money back or something. Or he would promise like free coaching. It would promise like free coaching and shit, but just like he kept saying, I'm too busy, this and that. But he would get like really nasty with these guys. Like, why are you like annoying me with this? I'm busy. It's really fucked up.
Shady as fuck. Any Tinder stream? Well, I don't have access to Tinder right now.
Just on that point, just real quick. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter what beginner, intermediate, and advanced is. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Just continue to get better, work on yourself, and that's all you need to worry about. Too many guys worried about like where they're at compared to everyone else. Just
I mean, I can guarantee you, none of us are being like, we're advanced or we're this or that. I've never put myself in any of these categories because it's fucking yeah,
I don't know. I feel kind of advanced.
Alex is being humble. He's like, I don't go by beginning into advanced. I'm above that.
I'm just on my journey, bro. I'm just on my journey. I'm just on my journey like everyone else.
Advance is an insult to Alex.
Yes, I mean, probably. What to do if a borderline offensive almost got excited. What to do if a borderline offensive? Okay, what to do if a girl is borderline offensive or acts passively aggressive towards you? Yeah, what do you do? I mean, look, there's probably something. She probably feels like ignored or like you neglected her or something. If that's in like some type of like relationship or something, if she all of a sudden starts doing that, you probably
context.
Something.
Yeah, it's context below.
Okay. All right, let's do the right version. The chick is a fuck buddy of a male friend of yours. She's trying to put you down sometimes but maybe she finds you attractive. It's just like testing you. That's the first thing I'm thinking here. Because otherwise, like, first of all, why is she doing that? Second of all, why the fuck isn't your friend putting her in place and telling her to shut her fucking mouth?
And I think he doesn't do that. So she's looking for someone to actually put his fucking foot down, right?
Yeah.
Because look,
I think so.
look, if she gives you some shit, right, tries to put you down, and you just look at her and say, "Fucking behave," okay? Yo, that could be enough for her to be like, I'm gonna fuck this guy. Yeah, but I mean, then your friend maybe,
Yeah, talk to your friend and be like, yo, don't you ever let your fucking girl disrespect me like that. Otherwise, I will be having sex with her, okay?
Yeah,
yes, exactly. Yeah. No, but like straight up, I think this is exactly what's happening. But it's also like, if you don't do anything, also she's just gonna like lose attraction for both of you.
Yeah, or maybe just punish your friend, spank him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. In front of her, that will do it. That would probably be even better, to be honest. No, but seriously, like, you would fuck her if you did those things, probably. But don't do that to him, unless he doesn't do anything. Then do it. Actually, why are British girls so hard compared to the other? I don't think they are.
Oh, well, I mean, they just have more attitude. They're more entitled. They're more fucking obnoxious. And also, I don't know. To me, they seem hard because most of them are not very hot at all. So if you're gonna talk to a British girl and you're like, fuck it, okay, I'll just run a little bit of game here, and they give you shit, you're like, fuck you, bitch. Like, I was trying to be nice.
Like you're a 4.
You're a 4.
You are a British 4. Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah. If I meet, if you were to meet an attractive British girl, then Adriano, I think you're fine. But as Swift said, they're all, like, behavior-wise, so bloody annoying. And not only the women, like, when I travel around, Adriano, I hope you're not a British guy. I'm so sorry, I'm about to shit on you. But British guys traveling are also the worst tourists in the fucking world. And so I think sometimes I just associate women with that too. It is very difficult. Yeah. So sorry about
loud,
that.
obnoxious, drunk. But also, I will say one thing. Typically, British guys are very confident. So you might find that their minimum threshold for how confident you need to be is a lot higher than in other countries. Because British guys, like the British lads or whatever the fuck they're called, they're super confident. So, you gotta match that at least, or probably even higher.
Yeah.
I think that's a big factor also. They're used to very confident guys, so. And also, I don't know, like, maybe they think you're gonna stab them and steal their watch or something.
Yeah, but like British girls too, you can disarm their attitude by a little bit of banter. So they give you a little shit, give shit back, right? But not in like a bitter, angry way.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be fun to trigger them a little bit. But yeah, try to banter with them, right? Don't take it so seriously.
Good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I think. Fuck, is there anything else we're missing there? I mean, maybe they're just let's say,
at the end of the day, I don't think they're that hard. Like, to be honest, they're not really that hard. It's we've said, it's just like we don't find that attractive, so it's no. But like, if you're into a British girl and she's not that annoying and she's an attractive girl, then I don't think they're much harder than anyone else, right? If they're giving you some shit, then banter it, go along with it. Otherwise, like, same principles apply. It's not like they're not like an Eastern European girl with huge objections. They're they're not that difficult. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm comparing them to like everything we're used to, like American, Swedish, Australian. I don't think
American,
they're different.
It's
the same shit. Like all of those girls are like
just less
confident. Exactly. It's just the British girls are just like way less attractive than either like American, Swedish, especially Swedish and Australian. So yeah, I mean, it's just like a low ROI investment.
While we're on this topic, I'm so sorry. I have to say this. Adriana, you need to speak to your people, okay? Why do they wear so much makeup?
It's horrible. They're bad at it.
Literally, like, layers and layers and layers, and like their eyelashes are 2 feet long. It looks like they've got like a fucking spider attached to them. There's like their hair is like extensions, but it's like so obvious. There's like different colors of like horsehair running. Dude, like, do less. I feel like I'm speaking to guys sometimes. Like, stop trying so hard. Like, you're gonna be more attractive. Just do less. Okay, that's my rant.
Nice, it's true. But also, like, they're also like pretty fucking overweight. Like, just in general, like, it's a lot of obesity. So, yeah.
It just seems like a
Or,
horrible.
You just don't fucking game them. Just go somewhere else, bro. Like there's no way that like you would ever pick. You take a sample size of the population, 2 random, like one British girl and like one Polish girl. There's like 9 or 10 times you pick the Polish girl.
Can you imagine the scenario? Okay, years from now, all right,
Yeah.
we all get married. All right, we all get married, and John Anthony Lifestyle does a whole roast on how we married ugly English girls.
Oh, that would be the worst. That would be the worst.
I think God would be punishing us somehow, you know?
Yeah. But fuck it, if I marry a British girl, fucking roast me, bro. Like, you should roast me. Just fucking roast me, bro.
No.
Then I actually really deserve it.
Someone asked, can you do a breakdown how Julian RSD makes girls attracted and invested? Dude, we have breakdowns in the Mastermind. It's almost a breakdown of every motherfucker you'd ever want broken down in the Mastermind at some point. So if there's someone that you want to see roasted, jump in. If there's someone that you want to see us talk about, like Julian, how he's great at building attraction and dealing in group sets, join in, have a look. 2 weeks free. No issues. All right, Alex. Go
actually, you know what I'm going to do? Sunday, I think Sunday live, my live stream in the Mastermind. I'm going to do some breakdowns of coaches. Infield. All right.
Fuck yeah.
There we go.
Oh, dude. That was great idea. We should get back to.
I'm going to make a post about it right now.
All right, there you go. George, go join.
Bonus. I think to start responding in the style of Patrice O'Neill, but this would potentially make her angry with my friend. David, you know Patrice O'Neill more, but this is the guy who asked about the. I mean, that's probably the right move. I know you're probably gonna say that. If it's anything close to what we suggested,
yeah, but also Patrice O'Neill also said, you have to be righteous. Okay, I'm sure Ron knows. You have to be righteous. Okay, so if you're going to respond like Patrice O'Neill, you need to actually mean it, be genuine, right? Be confident, be righteous, he says. Okay. Like if you kind of, try to mimic Patrice, and she thinks, okay, it's kind of fucking weak. You don't truly mean this. You're stuttering and shit. She's gonna eat you alive, right? And it's gonna be some fucking drama for sure. But then again, but Patrice would just would tell his buddy, like, get your bitch in order.
Yeah. This would have been fixed very quickly. If you get a girl's number earlier during the night at a club and then you want to meet her later the same night, how does your conversation look like? Depends on what you've done in person. If you've done everything, you sexualized and look, she's down. Then it's essentially like, where are you right now? Okay, come here, we're going now. That's probably all you have to do. But let's say that you got attraction, good interaction, and then you're messaging her and she's not at the club anymore. And then she's like, haha, what do you want to do? Or whatever. Then you sexualize, sexual value, and then you get her over. Or if you want to get her over for like wine at your place, sure, but it's going to be harder because there's less incentive. If you have like a good sexual value proposition, you're much more likely for her to meet up at like 2 or 3 a.m. or whatever the fuck that is. Much less likely if you're just like offering her a drink. So, like I would go with sexual value at that point if I haven't already done that in person. Probably. I pulled an F a girl on her period after dealing with this objection by saying that I don't care, you can use a towel, but it's actually the worst shit ever. And any advice to make the experience pleasurable? Mark.
That's hilarious. Why was it so bad for you? Is it just that it was messy? Bro, I don't know if you're using like your golden fucking $400 5 billion thread sheet Egyptian cotton towel, but yeah, just buy like a cheap red towel, throw that down, and then chuck it in the wash. If you want to throw it out, right? It doesn't matter. If that's what you're worried about. Now, if it was actually just like, oh my god, there was it just felt like a smelly bloodbath everywhere or some shit, and that's what you're worried about, then just go in the shower, right? So sex in the shower. It's like easy solution.
Bro, if you want to make it as pleasurable as possible, is make her squirt on her period, all over your white walls.
Yes.
I feel like this has happened sometime.
Yeah. Bro,
Alex.
your room sometimes. I feel like that's what you've done.
No, I'm thinking back, like this definitely happened sometime.
I
In my
have
room, but
an Airbnb review. Okay, I have an Airbnb review.
Okay, that's why.
He was worried someone was murdered in the room or something. Yeah.
Oh, dude, do you remember the time where I had a Polish girl over? This was like This was like in 2020 or something.
Yes, I do remember this.
But it was like, no, basically, she was coming so hard that she was like screaming and like crazy, and then the fucking like 90-year-old neighbor called the police. So the police came over and knocked at the door because she thought that I was murdering a puppy. Yeah, she thought I was murdering an animal, a puppy. No, she thought I was torturing a puppy in my apartment. And then the police, they came in and searched the entire apartment, and they saw the girl in the bed, and they're like, "Oh my god." But they still had to search the entire apartment just because of like protocol. So that's yeah. Speaking of, kind of reminded me of that. Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, go in the shower. You good?
Yeah, exactly. What do you do if you have no street smarts? Not being able to handle scams or hustlers, standing out too much, making wrong judgments, having low social awareness. All right, this is David. Street smart. What do you think?
What do you do? Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, I think getting jacked, I think helps, right? Like people are less likely to fuck with you if you look pretty strong, pretty jacked. Yeah, I mean, look, bro, just go look at tourists in your town, wherever you are. Just go look at tourists, right? They kind of walk around, they're looking at the scenery, they look a little bit confused. They look lost, or at the Google Maps and everything. If scammers see that, they're gonna pounce on you immediately, right? And also, I think one thing, work on your agreeableness or disagreeableness, right? Like if you have no street smarts and you're not able to handle scams or hustlers, you're probably a little bit too agreeable in general, right? So if you work on your disagreeableness, that's also going to help you with women as well. So I would really focus on being more disagreeable and
100%
getting a little bit jacked. Maybe do some boxing lessons or something as well.
But also, I think this ties into game, like the low social awareness thing. You need to learn how to become like really aware of your surroundings, because like a lot of guys, they will be in like group sets and they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize that her friend was feeling left out and shit like this," because you're fucking tunnel vision and you're not looking at what's happening around you. That's a skill to be developed.
Yeah, dude, get feedback, dude. You like find some friends that are socially aware. Okay, hang out with them a bunch and just get them to be like brutally fucking honest with you. Get them to tell you when you're doing some weird shit, you're making jokes that aren't funny, you're asking weird questions, like whatever it is. You just need people around you that are willing to like give you honest feedback, and you're able to listen to it. And then over time, you're going to be like able to improve your like social awareness. And join the mastermind. We'll tell you. Right?
Absolutely. And that's by the way, not joining the mastermind is making wrong judgments, right? Like low social awareness is not joining the mastermind.
Exactly.
I think you actually technically you might be technically retarded actually at that point.
Because it's just very poor judgment. Very poor judgment. It's just fucking so stupid. During midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, for example, not many people out. Is it still valuable to approach whoever it is and get the reps in? Absolutely, I think it is. There's definitely like wherever you are in the world, there's going to be approachable girls out. There might not be tens, but there might definitely be attractive, cute girls. So yeah, for sure. Get the fucking reps in, and like, even if it's at the club, like when you get really good, you don't need a lot of girls to pull. And even if you don't pull them, get the practice and go home. Because if there's not a lot of girls out, cool. You could probably go through all of them in like an hour and be done for the night. So you don't have to be out until like 4 if there were a lot of people. So yeah,
bro. I had to I didn't even have night game at some point. I had to go to the mall like 30 minutes away. And it wasn't like a packed full mall either. So I just had to wait. I was practically day gaming for fucking 6-7 hours. So I would spend like half the day there. and wait until more girls came in and just kind of picked them off.
This is where the shop vendor game came from. I swear, this must have been
No, I
where
know,
this evolved from, because
100%, because sometimes there were no girls. I would have to go and hit on the fucking sales girls, you know.
You got really good at it.
But I got really
if I
good
can
at it.
nail it, I nailed it. How do you solve the religion objection? Wow, we're getting controversial here. I got a cute girl with everything, but she says she can't because of religion. Is there a way? She's stupidly hot, 9.5. Marry her. Just marry her.
Yeah, I mean, look, she's a 9.5. Look, she's a virgin. She's a 9.5. You can't even get over her LMR, so maybe other guys can't either. Look, you found your girl. There you go. Get married, start a family.
Yeah, but okay, to answer the question, what about the religion? Like, what specifically? I want to get a little bit more specific here. But
And also,
so part of it is just like, maybe just move on. Maybe just find a girl who doesn't have this issue. There's plenty of hot girls. Maybe move on.
Yeah, but I don't know about the move on. I disagree, because I think you could really practice your pussy eating skills. Okay, or whatever you do with her, practice this on her. And look, at some point, I don't know how old she is, but she's going to one day be so horny, she's going to be tired of being a virgin. She's going to be tired of it. So she's going to look around and go, all right, who do I have to fuck? I need it. And it's going to be you, the guy who's always there eating your pussy.
I've done this.
Yep.
I've actually had this entire situation. I'm sure you have too.
I think we've all had that.
Yeah, and I know, Mark, you had a girl in Sydney.
Yes.
You had a girl in Sydney exactly this. I remember.
Exactly.
It.
Listen, there's also the religious loophole. Okay, just anal, right? Yeah, just anal, right? Like, listen, how to get over the religious objection? There's no like magic one night. I'll use this line, or use it. Like, if a girl has a super strong belief, something like religion, who she bases a whole like worldview around, nothing you do, not enough attract. It's just not going to change it, right? Unless she's just kind of like an 18-year-old that's like, oh, I'm kind of religious. I've kind of been told it's like bad to have sex. Like, that's fine. Yeah. If she's like, listen, if she's going to the church every fucking Sunday, if like her dad's a pastor, she's doing all this shit, and she's like, I cannot have sex before marriage. Then like enjoy other forms of sex with her, and just don't worry about
like I think that's a good point. There's a lot to enjoy anyway. Even if you don't overcome this, you can have a good time.
But imagine if you actually tried to use some special little tricks and everything, right? I don't know. Imagine the drama that could come from this, right? It's like she tells her friend or someone that she lost virginity. What the fuck happened? They're super religious. They want to fucking kill you, right? And she's like, wait, he used this trick and that tricked on me. That could cause
it could really fuck you. Yeah.
So just like enjoy everything and practice. Get better at whatever you are doing with her, and get really good. And look, one day she'll be maybe tired of it and be ready, and you'll be right there. Or look, she's a 9.5 and she wants to get married, and you're like, fuck, I have a 9.5 already. And she's a virgin. Like, you know how many guys would love now?
I wouldn't judge that. I would be like,
have a 9.5 virgin. Okay, look, most guys would be done. They're done. They're getting married.
Yeah.
I'm not saying marry her. I'm just saying that a lot of guys would love to have that.
It's totally understandable. I can see that for sure. I've had that opportunity a lot of times. I've had an opportunity like many times, to be honest. I'm thinking like, bro, I mean, try. But don't with these girls, I would say like, don't be pushy. You know, don't do some stupid shit. That's all I'm saying. Don't do some stupid shit. Because what David was saying, you could end up in a situation that, could be consequences, you know? Especially like if it's maybe she has 10 brothers who will fucking smash your head in. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. I'm chucking a sickie. What the fuck is
What?
I don't know what that is.
Just
Jerking
has a
off or
shred.
what? I don't know. It's probably jerking
What
off.
is
Enjoy
that?
it, bro. It's out there.
Yeah. What does it mean? Chucking a sick? It sounds like jerking off.
Having a like calling in sick, having a sick day. What do you
Okay.
okay.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Chucking a sick
I
day.
thought it meant jerking off or something. Okay. Just sounded like it.
That's fine.
All right. Good luck, pal. How quickly do you pick a girl in group sets? Both are compliant of the open, validating one, strip the other. Couldn't decide if I wanted the nice blonde or bratty brunette. Well, which one is the hottest at this point? And which one do you enjoy the most? The nice girl or the bratty brunette? Which probably turns into a nice girl after you tame her or whatever. So, which one do you find most attractive? That's it.
But you have to be decisive, right? Like
Yes.
actually go for the one that you want, right?
Yeah,
Because
look
what's
at
that
Wyndham.
parable about like the donkey that was like
Yeah.
he was standing there and he was hungry and thirsty and there was like a bucket of food and a bucket of water and he couldn't decide and he died.
Are you doing an analogy again?
Yeah.
All right, Alex. Your
I
turn.
like that one.
Okay, we each need to come up with one now. Okay?
The donkey
Yeah,
was going to decide. I
don't be
like
the
it.
donkey.
Yeah.
All right, don't be the fucking donkey. Just pick
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
true. Guys will
analogy.
fuck that up. Yeah, you
I'm
just got
on an
to
analogy roll today, boys.
Yeah,
be decisive.
let's do it.
What do you do if a
Holding
girl
like
softly agrees to type routine and then switches the topic? What's
What
the
do you do
problem?
if
I
a
didn't
girl
deliver the
softly
routine good
agrees?
enough or I didn't DH3 hard enough. It could be either of these or like some type of objection could be, or it could just be innocently that she switched topic. Could be a
Well,
lot of
also,
reasons
like
there.
imagine you do the type routine, okay? And she's like, "Oh yes," and you're just standing there. There's like 1 second, 2 second. Like, look, if she's
wait.
softly agreeing, then maybe she's a little bit too shy or inexperienced to actually dive deep into how submissive she is. So, what do you think is going to happen if you're like 1 second, 2 second? She's going to
Awkward
switch the
silence.
topic, right? Like, what is she going to do?
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Oh, okay. Are you from here or something?" So you have to lead a little bit harder, and you have to be a lot more clear and concise with where you're going to take the type routine afterwards, right? She goes, "Yes." Well, what now? Are you stuck? Are you like, what do I do next? Well, she's going to maybe switch topics, right?
Yeah, you could also just be talking to a very submissive girl who becomes even more submissive when she realizes that you're dominant.
She's trying to be congruent, right?
Yeah,
She's trying to be congruent. Fuck.
Yeah. What do you do? I mean, basically, to me, it sounds like you're asking, what do I do if the girl that I cold read as submissive behaves submissive?
But I think
it could also be that.
But I really think it's leading, really, because imagine this: you do the type routine, and she's like, "Yes," and you pause for a second, and she's like, "Well, what about the weather?" And you're like, "Oh fuck, we're on the weather topic. The weather is really nice," and you just talk about the weather or something for 15 minutes. What I'm doing, I'm like, "All right, fuck the weather. Let's talk about how submissive you are." Like, do you have a lot of experience with dominant men? Like, I'm just gonna ask the fucking question right away because I don't want to derail my type routine or the conversation, right? Because you have complaints. So I think it's a leading thing. You just have to be quicker and you have to lead harder.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thoughts on crossbody bag like Louis Vuitton? Are they too much a good accessory for night game? I think they can be good, but I think now it's just like a lot of guys are wearing it, and you could just look like a drug dealer. I mean, which could be beneficial. You get attraction looking like one. So, I mean, overall, yeah, I mean, you can wear them. But don't think that you're going to pull because you're wearing it or something like that. Because, no. There's a lot of guys wearing them, not getting any female attention whatsoever.
And I think it depends on where you are. Like, if there's certain countries, like if you go to Bali, like I'm not going to wear my Louis Vuitton in Bali because they sell the fake, fucking Louis Vuitton on the side of the street. So I just look like I bought a fake Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. And I think if you wear this in Sweden, everyone is going to assume that you bought it to launder drug money. This is Sweden specific because that's actually true. Like,
yeah. 100%. You just need to ask yourself, like, in your area, when I wear this, what is my perception? You could ask women, you could ask guys. Because I, for example, would wear my Gucci. What do you guys call this? Like,
it's a Gucci. Bag, it's a crossbody.
Right, crossbody, whatever you want to fucking call it. In Australia, it's not the best look. Okay, it's kind of, you feel like you're from a bad area, you're like a drug dealer or some shit. Whereas when we're in Europe and Poland, it's like people like, oh my god, you have Gucci. It's like a better perception. So yeah, context matters with all this fashion. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But look, don't spend $3,000, okay, on a Louis Vuitton bag if you think it's going to, I don't know, generate more attraction in interactions.
That's not gonna happen.
Unless you have $3,000 is nothing to blow. Don't buy one.
Yeah.
Save your money.
It's true. Yeah. For sure. I mean, fuck, bro. Like, there are way better things that if you want to gain attraction, there are better ways you could invest your money. For sure.
Buy more All Saints like fuckboy shirts.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, even like protein powder. If you
what shirt are you wearing now?
This I don't know. Like I ordered this online like 2 years ago, and it's fitting really well now. It wasn't fitting well when I ordered it. Yeah. I have a harder time with hotter girls. Well, yeah, they're harder. They have high expectations. Are my subcoms unconsciously worsening? Any other tips? Well, I think they have higher quality options of guys, so they're used to a higher quality standard of behavior, body language, confidence, all of these things. So you just need to be more on point. It's really what it comes down to. I said something before that, they're harder. Well, I'm going to take that back. They're not necessarily harder. You just have to be more on point. I think that's a better way to put it.
And
because
also,
you shouldn't think that they're harder.
Yeah, well, you have to get over the fact they're 9s and 10s. Like, don't even call them 9s and 10s, right? So don't put them on a pedestal. You have to practically game them like you would any other girl, right? But like, think about it from their perspective. Okay, you're a 10. Maybe guys don't really approach you. Maybe like some 10s are like, guys don't even approach me. Some 10s they do, but the guys are always nervous, right? And they play it safe, and they're like extra agreeable or validating, and the girl's just like, okay, nice to meet you. They're usually pretty nice about it. So I'm thinking, well, I need to bring my confidence. I need to take a little bit more risk with these girls, right? So the girl's going to look at you and go, oh, fuck, okay. Guys aren't usually this fucking confident around me. You don't look nervous. You're not stuttering. You're not hesitant. You're going for what you want. And they're going to be, you're going to get bonus points, right? Yeah. They're going to be impressed by that.
Dude, that's so true. The less you give a fuck and the more risk you take, the more attraction you get.
Yep.
The more you just risk blowing it out, the more they get hooked. It's really fucking interesting. It's so fucking true. It's so
like my ex. I just remember my ex. Okay, my ex was also a 9.5 ex model, but I remember when I first met her, first talked to her, she was like, "Yeah, I remember that day. You weren't even nervous at all," and I'm like, "No, why would I be nervous?" She's like, "You weren't nervous. You were like confident. You're like, let's do this, and you didn't. Your hands weren't shaking, and you weren't nervous at all." I'm like, "Why would I be?" She's like, "Every guy that talks to me is so nervous. It's so cute." So I'm like, okay. So from her perspective, her experience, guys are just nervous around her. So it's kind of rare when a guy is absolutely fearless and confident.
Yeah, yeah. This is the most interesting thing. Like, I think, like, I know every time I'm in an interaction with a girl, I know objectively she is hotter, she is here or whatever. I go so much riskier and it works so much better. 100%. Like, much more than I would with any other girl. Can you do a Bumble session just like we had for Tinder? Yeah, we can figure that out sometime. Went on a date. She said she had an amazing time and she can't wait to see me. Next time I saw her with a guy holding hands. Texted her. Oh, bro, you shouldn't have texted her. Texted her as you saw her.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Sounds fucking jealous and insecure.
Exactly. Why would you do that? You only did that because you were jealous and bitter. But you went on, what is this, one date?
She did a great time. How would you handle that? Yeah, bro.
Don't text her that.
Red flag. You're displaying massive red flags.
Yo, she's trying to get some side dick or something. Like, leave her alone. Yeah. Let her get some side dick. I'm thinking, oh fuck, okay, she has a boyfriend. Well, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not boyfriend framing anything, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just going to fuck boy frame everything.
Well, see, that can be true. It doesn't necessarily have to be a date she went on. This could be her actual boyfriend.
Yeah, either way, who
that's
cares?
true.
Why are we talking about some
Yeah,
other
like-
fucking like Jesus? You've been on one date. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
One
Like you,
day.
what, you match with a girl on Tinder as well. You see her in person. You'll be like, who the hell's this guy? We matched on Tinder. Like,
Well, she could be in an open relationship, right?
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, she's trying to cheat, but you're making it hard now.
Make it very, yeah.
Because you're boyfriend shaming her. What city in Europe has the best girls and best game in? I think Barcelona is like fucking solid. I mean, I'm in Warsaw, but you know, Barcelona is fucking a great option.
Well, it depends on what kind of girls you like, right? I keep saying this when it comes to hot women. Ukraine, like nothing. I wish you guys could come to fucking. I wish the war never happened. Okay, I wish the war never happened. It was unbelievable. The ratio is just hot girls, model-looking girls everywhere, and all the dudes are like just drunk on the street or homeless. Like it was insane. So the Ukrainian girls, and they would cook, clean. You know, they were very traditional. Very submissive, very feminine, and they were super fucking hot. So Ukrainian women, but you can't go there. Like Poland is really good. Like Barcelona is great for night game. Like Budapest was fun for night game, but
Budapest is solid.
But like the local girls, not my favorite.
Hungarian girls, bro, they're so depressed.
Yeah, I like Serbia. Like fucking Serbian girls are amazing.
Serbia's solid. Yeah, Serbia's solid. Yeah, that's solid.
It's maybe not the greatest fucking place to party, but the girls are incredible. I really like Serbian girls.
They're always fun. Always a good time.
Just don't go to England, okay? Just
go to England.
avoid England. Bro.
How do you open on the dance floor while the girl is with her friends, and then how do you like isolate from her? You all got to open strong. That's one thing I can say. You have to open strong, and maybe you don't necessarily open the girl that you're going for. Maybe you don't immediately go for the hottest girl. Maybe you start with opening the girl who is most likely to cock block. That would be like my strategy. Win her over a bit, and then make an excuse to switch. Like, by the way, ask her a question or something like that. That's why I found most success in because you need to disarm the cock block. You need to realize that dealing with the cock block, it's much harder than building attraction with any girl. Much
yeah,
harder.
and look, this like the dance floor is a high energy fucking place, right?
Yeah.
So you need to be you have to be higher energy than the dance floor.
Yeah.
You can't come in. You can't come in soft and boring and weak. Like getting into some interview mode fucking situation on the dance floor is just retarded.
Yeah, I mean that's actually socially retarded to do that. Yeah, and but the thing with isolating from them, you want to be a little bit careful with that because you could just blow it out if you try to do that too soon. I think isolating in general is like a good thing, of course, but you don't necessarily have to do that. I would think about micro-isolating rather than like trying to drag her away. I think you're going to have much better success with that. Micro-isolate, and then maybe when the friends stop dancing, maybe then you can be like, hey, let's go to the bar or something like this. Then you can isolate. After a date, what do you say to pull to a hotel? Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, you want this set up, okay? So you shouldn't be waiting to the end of the date. You're walking out. She's like, I had a great night. And then you're like, hey, how about we go to my hotel room and grab a drink there? Because if she gives any form of pushback now, which she kind of has to, if she doesn't want to seem like needy and desperate, she kind of has to give a little bit of like, maybe I shouldn't. Then you will seem desperate and needy trying to deal with this because you have no time. It's not like you can be like, okay, well, let's keep chatting and I can come. You're forced. Okay, we're leaving. You have 2 minutes to deal with this now. It's going to come off as needy. So you just see this a lot earlier on the date. So you grab a drink with her. You build some sexual tension. You maybe bring up sexual topics. You talk about a past experience. Talk about your experience, and then you say like, hey, later on, I'm actually staying really close to here. At this hotel. We should go grab a drink there. And then if she says, well, I've got work earlier on in the morning, like someone else in the chat earlier, is now you have time. You can be like, oh, okay, what time do you start? She's like 7 a.m. Oh, okay, no worries. What do you do for work, by the way? I do this. Oh, interesting, blah, blah. You can chat. And then you can give it some time, come back to it and say, hey, listen, I've got an idea, okay? We're going to make sure you're home by 7 a.m. And I'm going to bring around 3 models that Mark has given awards to. Wait, that was for Alex dealing with time concern. But you basically just build up a DHV here. I'm going to give you the best experience, best night of your life. It's going to be amazing. And I'll get you home on time. Let's go to the room. Cool. Let's go. Bye. Done. See you. No problem.
Solid. But yeah, you want to leave some room so that you have time to deal with the objections. So get the sexualization pretty quick. Do all of that. Try to pull so you can get the objections out a bit sooner, so you have more time for them, because it might take a lot of time. I see so much pull for fuck, but are there any different for pulling serious loyal relationship without sex? Why would it be? I mean, you want to fuck her as soon as possible, regardless. You get her more invested.
Okay, stop. The Duckman. You're doing this all fucking wrong. Okay, you're doing this all wrong. If you want a very loyal relationship without sex, okay, you're asking for a best friend. Okay, you need to go find one of your buddies. It can be a guy, a girl, doesn't matter. Go have a best friend relationship. Okay, you don't need to have anything sexual. It can be purely platonic. You can hang out. You can do whatever you want. That's a friend. Okay, if you want a very loyal relationship in terms of like a sexual relationship where it's man and woman, and you want to have kids or something at some point, or you want to like settle down, this has to be sexual. Okay, you cannot avoid that. If you are sitting there being like, I just want something that is really nice and sweet with this girl, and I don't want to have sex with her, you're not going to get any respect from this girl whatsoever. She's going to see you as a friend. That's all it's ever going to be. You have to start this dynamic being man to woman, being sexual. That's what it has to look like. Okay. Even better than that, even keep it a little bit casual at first, because you don't know if this girl is loyal, relationship worthy. You know nothing about her. Okay. It's been one night. You know nothing about her. You need to wait till you're like 6 months in, or 3 months in, and then start making like some closer moves towards that. But you need to wait. You need to earn this. You need to have a list of things that you actually want and tick those off over time. So yes, this should always be sexual at first. Does that mean you have to pull on the first night? Ideally, yes, but it doesn't have to be that. But that should be your frame of mind. This should be a very sexual interaction with this girl. You can get to know her over time. You can see if she meets your standards, build it up. But please, please, please change your mindset here. Otherwise, you're just going to be with a bunch of girls that disrespect you, that don't want to be with you, that basically will just want a friend, and that's what you'll get.
Well, and look, she's probably going to cheat on you as well. Like, imagine a scenario where you coming into everything with like, listen, like I want a loyal, serious relationship, girl, whatever, without the sex. Look, you're going to convey all of that through the way you talk to her, your behavior and everything, right? So you're going to sort of, maybe not on purpose, you're going to kind of shame sex, right? You're not going to create a very open-minded, non-judgmental sort of dynamic with this girl at all. So she's going to see like, fuck, okay, he doesn't want me to... she's going if she talks about sex, or she wants sex, or she's sexual, she's going to think that you're going to shame her, or think that she's a slut. So she's going to hide all of this. Let's say you do get into a relationship with her eventually, and then you start to have sex. Well, the sex is probably going to be kind of boring. It's going to be pretty vanilla, but she's going to have fantasies, things that she's always wanted to try, or maybe some parts of her past that she's going to hide from you. And look, I've talked to guys that were married, and they never really knew their wives in their past, right? And what she truly fucking wanted, what turned her on and everything, because she was too afraid. She felt shamed, right? Or the open-minded sort of dynamic wasn't there. So like, do you want a long-term relationship like that? Like, she's got to get it somewhere. Like, if she likes BDSM, she wants to get choked and thrown around and all this shit, she's not going to tell you. At some point she's going to walk all over you. and she'll probably run into Alex or Mark one day or something, and then she's gonna
or any Mastermind guy.
Look, he's like, he doesn't care about sex. He doesn't please me, and he doesn't even know that I'm this archetype and I need this kind of sex. He doesn't get me. So I think you're really underrating sex. Really, like women love sex. They need sex and need a particular kind of sex, right?
Dude, I just realized I completely misread his question. I didn't realize that he wanted a relationship without sex.
No. I think he wants. What
he's thinking is, I want a loyal relationship, and if I want a loyal relationship, it shouldn't start on this ground of sex. We should have like a month or something where we get to know each other and we just hang out and we have it very. But what he doesn't realize is you're picking. It's like, well, why not just propose on the first night, right? Like, hey, if you're just looking for a serious loyal, why not propose to a girl on the first night? And it's the same reason you shouldn't wait for sex, because girls that are going to be really good in a loyal relationship aren't magically not interested in sex, and girls that are going to be awful in really aren't magically, like, all girls are interested in sex. All girls want something sexual. But if you, to Swift's point, push her into this category that is inhuman, it's not feminine, it's not natural, then you're kind of forcing her to lie, not be herself, and she'll find someone that she can be herself with. So,
that's gonna be an absolute disaster. Change your mindset, bro. These guys just gave you. These guys just saved you like 30 years of pain right there. Just do what they said, okay? Oh my god.
And look, you should want the girl to desire you sexually, right? She should want to fuck you.
She should be begging.
And I guarantee, motherfucker, if you are a beast in the bedroom, okay, you're open-minded, okay, there's no shame at all. She could open up fully, okay? And you're giving her tons of orgasms. You know how to do the Swift fingering technique that's posted in the Mastermind. She's squirting everywhere. You know how to do shibari. Mark will teach you how to do shibari. If you're killing it and she's absolutely mind blown, she's going to be fucking loyal. I guarantee that she's going to be loyal, okay? If anything does it, it's going to be that.
Sorry, sending a message. How old were you guys when you started doing game? I was 23.
I was, well, it depends. Like, you could say I was 5 years old.
Started crawling, walking, then gaming.
Bro, like my first pull, like when I was like 6 years old, parents walked in. Okay, that was like, bro, that was like my earliest memory of being traumatized, because we were living in Sicily, Italy, and I was like in first grade or something, and like the neighbor girl in Italy, the landlord's daughter, she just jumped on me, and the parents came in and the mom was like, oh, maybe they marry one day. I was fucking traumatized. But dude, I remember that memory. That was one of the earliest memories but I think I started gaming when a senior year of high school. So this was almost 20 years ago. First night game pool. First threesome pool. I was in Barcelona. My first night game pool 20 years ago was with an Australian girl, actually. So I would say, I was 17, 18, senior in high school.
Mark, when did you start?
After my...
You were 25 or something.
Yeah, after my breakup. Like, I guess you could say I was gaming a little bit before that, but it was like for a very short time before I like got into a relationship. And then I was in a relationship for 5 years, and then after that I was roughly around 25 when I started.
Curious, do you wish you would have started, just kept gaming instead of the relationship? In retrospect,
it's always hard asking these questions because no regrets, No, but it's hard because it's like everything up until that point made me where I am today, and I'm really happy with where I am today. So it's always difficult. In retrospect, like if I was planning my life for someone else, like maybe I had a kid, or like maybe it was like a mastermind member that was like fucking 18, yeah, I would probably say like, listen, wait, like just get your experience, have like open dynamics, like you can get relationship experience almost through that, and then settle down with someone. But for me, I feel like that relationship, it taught me a lot, and also the heartache at the end of that was the driver for me to get into game. I don't know if otherwise would have. Like when I was young, it was just kind of like whatever. But after that, I was like, fuck. So yeah, it's always hard to answer these questions. Like, what would I change? Because I'm kind of where I am today because of it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, like we tell guys, you're young, you're inexperienced. Let's build this up. But like you said, like the relationship ending was a fucking driver, right? Like for me as well, like my initial driver when I pulled from night game was the fuck. I'm free now. Like I'm not, I'm out of my parents' home. I'm free. Let's go. But it wasn't until like the first relationship and how that ended. That was a major fucking driver. So in a way, it's kind of like, fuck, guys kind of need to go through that. But you also need to not get stuck in one relationship and get too serious for 6 years, right? Like almost get married and then she cheats on you then, and now you're, 35 or something. Like it's like little mini relationships here and there, maybe.
Yeah. Makes sense. How to game if you're high SMV? I mean, it's pretty much the same. Honestly.
I could answer that. I'm sorry. I could really.
You go. Let's hear it.
Well, high SMB. Really, I just don't DLV yourself. Number one. Okay. I think that's super important, right? Allow your SMB to kind of carry yourself a little bit. But you have to get reps in. You have to put yourself in the best position possible to be opened or to open and allow the girl to chase a little bit, right? So never DLV, always DHV a little bit, but always be moving the interaction forward. You could have high SMV, right? You get a lot of compliance and everything. You could be in the interaction, but you got to move the interaction forward. So you have to lead, you have to make things happen, right? You could have high SMV, but all these girls are not going to like run a game on you and then like pull you back every time. Sometimes it may happen. It happens to me sometimes, but like you're gonna have to put in a little bit of work and actually lead these interactions and allow the girl to chase a little bit. And like I don't know if like the number 2 and 3 SMV guy of UMP wants to.
Yeah, I mean, as a solid number 3, I can tell you that I mean everything David is saying is absolutely on point. You need to game a little bit differently because you need to be more careful about triggering the girls' egos, like what I just told you about. Like, if you behave too confidently, they're really gonna make it hard for you. Just because they don't want you, they don't want you to think like, like he thinks he's good looking, you think he can have me so easily, pretty much.
The thing is, I used to run high SMV game from like 17 to 22. And now I'm running fucking fat man low SMB game.
Cheeseburger game.
Cheeseburger game. Oh.
I love it. Yeah. No, but I think those are like the biggest things. And like learn how to let girls chase pretty much. But other than that, you have to do the same things. It's not that different. What's your opinion of French girls? They're cool.
They're the best.
Yeah, Mark Rulex though. Yeah. Which country do you believe is best for day game? Fucked, bro. It's a tie between Warsaw, Sydney, and Warsaw and Sydney. They're really up there.
Boys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna go have dinner. But you guys will keep going for a little bit, or what are your plans?
Yeah. I'm gonna bounce in like probably like 20 minutes or so.
All right, sweet. Everyone, see you in the mastermind. Remember, you're retarded if you don't join. Okay. All right. Catch you, boys. Take care.
Thank you, Mark. I would love a video where you debrief your previous night, like the one Alex and Marcus did, picking up girls in Croatia. I thought he was going like. I thought he was going
to get bro. I thought he was going to get undressed and get his band from fucking YouTube.
Yeah, like pull his girl out or something. We'd love to see a video where you debrief your previous night, like the one Alex. Yeah, I mean, David, we could do one of these when we go out. Something.
Yeah, we could do here in Warsaw or Bali. We're night gaming in Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. We could do that.
Yeah. Hold on, I was gonna message her. Yeah, easy. Bali. Maybe we'll see. Remembering some of my best pulls, I was horny in the set. Do you think it's like a requirement? It's not a requirement, but it will absolutely make your interaction better. Of course, it really makes a fucking massive difference,
bro. When I am the horniest, I just know my game is going to be absolutely on point. Like I'm not. Look, I am going to pull. That's how I feel. So, bro, look, if you have a low sex drive, it really fucks up your game. So, look, if you have low sex drive and you're trying to, fix your verbals and, this and that in your game, actually fix your sex drive first. Work on that because your game may greatly improve.
How do you get enough interest to close at their place? I mean, I don't think you need more than to pull to your place. Not my experience.
To get how do you get enough interest to close?
Yeah, like how do you get so much attraction you can pull to their place?
No, I mean it's everything, right? Yeah. Your subcoms, your tonality, confidence, being a little bit disagreeable, a little bit of banter, being funny a little bit, being a little bit serious, but not being not so serious. But look, at some point you have to sexualize, right? So you have to make it man to woman. How are you going to pull back to your place and fuck if you guys are platonic friends, right? She's not turned on. She's not attracted to you. Yeah. So, like guys, they push back against sexualizing. You have to sexualize. Like you have to.
And it's so retarded. It's like you're talking to a girl that you're going to fuck, but you don't talk about. Like it just makes no sense. Like you think you can't talk about fucking her, like you're going to.
Yeah. So look, if you display all the things in this interaction, that displays a lot of value, builds attraction. You have to kind of transition into a stage where you're going to sexualize. So whether that's, closing proximity a little bit, stronger eye contact, lowering your tone, kind of slowing things down. And even if you're just building sexual tension that way, that could also work. But you're going to have to at least try to sexualize verbally in these interactions. Get her to invest in sexual topics so that you can use pre-selection or sexual DHVs, and then just create a very, very good, appealing sexual value proposition so that when you pull, you invite her back to your place. She's like, fuck, all right, this guy, like if I go back with him, I'm going to have a really good fucking time.
Incredible. Mind fucking blowing. Does the Mastermind work as sort of a wingman network, or it's mostly educational? It's both.
Yes. I'll tell you right now. Today there were, I don't know how many guys, like 5 or 6 guys, 4 or 5.
More. Yeah, there were more actually.
Like together, there was 5 or 6 guys from the Mastermind flew to Warsaw. And they're flying to Bali from Warsaw, and they're going to game together for the next 2 to 4 months in Bali. And guess what? Well, I'm going at least. Maybe Alex will come join. I'm going to be in Bali.
Probably
I'm bringing some more Mastermind member guys. I'm going to game with them. We're going to have coffee in the morning. It's going to be fucking fun. We're going to have 30, 40, who knows, maybe 50 Mastermind guys in Bali this winter, and we're going to game every fucking night. We're going to have lunch. Okay. Maybe we'll have some waffles, maybe a steak. And we're going to hang out. Dude, I like it's I don't know why guys are not in the Mastermind. It is insane. Like in Warsaw, we had a ton of guys in Warsaw all summer from the Mastermind. And a lot of guys are going to move to Bali, at least for a month to 4 months. It's going to be fun. You're going to have a lot of wings.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like, why even ask this question? Shit is fucking free trial. Just join and check it.
Yeah, look, it's not. Look, it's a wingman network. It's a community, meaning people post questions, or they help each other out in the group chat or in the group, right? sort of they're learning from each other, right? So you have some guys that were beginners 2 years ago that joined the mastermind, and now they're at 200 to 300 lay count. If you're a beginner, you're joining, you're like, okay, I don't understand everything that's in the mastermind, right? Like, what steps should I take forward? You could ask us in the live streams, but you could ask the other guys who've been through this 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some guys that were in my old group in Swift Pickup, fucking 7, 8 years ago. It's also educational because there's a lot of content. Like we said, it's too much value. Okay, there's way too much value. By the way, when Dan B looked at the content, Dan Bilzerian looked at the content and said, you guys are giving away way too much content. Way too much content for the price. You guys should get rid of all of it. There's a lot. It's amazing. Okay? So it's everything.
I think is really cool is that guys actually they get to know each other really well to the point where they start traveling the world together.
Yeah.
I don't know many other places where that actually happens. Like, I don't know anywhere else where I've seen people get to know each other that well. I've never been in a community like that where that actually happened, apart from there. So I think that's pretty fucking crazy to me. But it just goes to show that we're really bringing together like-minded people who are dialed in at the same thing.
And look, everybody's helping each other out, right? Like we love to game. We game with students all the time, right? We enjoy game. And these guys love game. They love winging each other.
Yeah.
There's just a great community, and there's so much information. Like any sticking points you have, we've done videos, live streams, posts. Other guys have done posts. Even the members will do posts about what they've learned that week or in a specific interaction. But
some guys posting every day about what they're learning.
And look, sometimes we're like, fuck. Like Dan B said, too much value for the price. And we're like, no, but that's why we have a strong community, right? That's why.
I actually love British girls. They're fun, best banter. I mean, they do have great banter, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
they can be fun if you find a hot one, I guess. Yeah, but I think also like you need to be able to handle them, and I think that's where.
Yes.
Women difficult. For sure, I get it. Hey, there's a ton of info about cold approach. Yeah, you can throw away 95% of it. Let's assume cold approach situation. How do you go about the approach? How do you want to? Bro, this is way too big of a question.
Yeah, you have to be.
Way too. I'm so sorry, bro, but this is just too big of a question. Impossible for me to answer now. Like I wouldn't give the topic any respect. We should be sloppy. So, rather not. Hot dog 1969. Awesome. Breakdown by the coaches. Commencing with this with fuck yeah. Indian PE. What's up? Indian penis enlargement. What's up? I recently went bald. Rest in peace. What are your ideas on maxing out this look? I'm pretty jacked, but no tattoos. I'm thinking I should get some. It would probably look good.
I think the tattoos.
Being jacked, you can fucking do whatever. It will still look good. Yeah,
I mean,
really good with this.
I think what are you wearing? I think outfit makes a big difference, right? So what the fuck are you wearing? Are you like a Jack Bald guy and you're wearing like a suburban dad outfit or something? Like what are you wearing?
So much value Indian PE. Indian PE from Playing with Fire, by the way. So much value in the Mastermind. Every week, 3 calls from all 3. Crazy, 15,000 terabytes of videos filled with value. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's what it is. What is your best sex tip to give her the best experience? Well, I think the fingering technique he's talking about is actually like it's fucking on point. So I would say that I think something that guys really fuck up is foreplay, and they underestimate it. They don't do it enough. You can ask any girl and they're gonna agree. Guys are always rushing too quickly to just fuck.
Yeah,
there needs to be more build up.
Yeah, but I think I'm okay. I'm going to assume that a lot of guys listening to this maybe don't have a whole lot of experience, right? So,
yeah.
Yep. You probably don't have a whole lot of experience. Let's say you don't have a ton of experience. You're not the greatest pussy eater. Maybe your foreplay is okay. You don't know my fingering technique. I would say the best sex tip is leading in the bedroom. All right. So maybe you're not amazing at any of these things, right? But if you are very assertive and you're leading in the bedroom, the girl is going to think it was at least a pretty good experience, right? At least she's going to think, all right, this guy knows what he wants. He enjoyed himself. So I think leading, like, don't hesitate. Bring your girl in, throw her around, put her in whatever fucking position you want. Try like 5 or 6 different positions. Like, I got a lot of feedback from girls. All right, they're like, I felt like I was on a journey. Like, you put me in like 10, 20 different positions, right? I actually had a girl give me feedback
like that.
No, really, like 2 days ago, a girl gave me that feedback. Like, fuck, he puts me in all these different positions. He just knows where to put his dick. And that's just because I'm putting the girl in 10, 15, 20 different positions, right? So if I'm going to have her flat, lay down on the ground, her ass is up, you could fuck her from behind like that, right? Okay, now I could put 2 pillows underneath her stomach. So now her ass is elevated a little bit, and I could kind of mount her a little bit, right? That's going to feel a little bit different, right? So you could fuck her like this, boom, boom, boom. You could make it clap, or you could stick it all the way in and just grind your dick against her G spot. It's going to feel very fucking different to this girl. And then what you can do, you could grab her by the neck and fuck her. Okay. Then you could grab her wrists and hold her down. Right. And then you could put your hands over her mouth. Okay. And fuck her and whisper something in her ear, like, your pussy's so fucking good or something. Right. So after you're done, you flip her over. You fuck her in missionary, put a pillow underneath her after you're done fucking her for 30 seconds, right? Put her fucking legs, to her fucking shoulders, fuck her that way, grind your dick in her pussy, fuck her hard, fuck her slow, grab her by the throat, okay? Grab her by the wrists, pick her up, say, come here, bend over, now you're standing and fucking her from behind. Just imagine you did all those things. Okay, maybe you don't know how to eat pussy or finger very good, all of that. If you just lead in the bedroom and fuck her in different positions like this without hesitation, and you add a little bit of dirty talk to it, she's going to fucking love it. I guarantee it.
Awesome. Opinion on vad dim from On the Signals. I have no opinion. Like, fuck, like, guys are asking for, I mean, this is not your fault, guys. Like, of course you can ask these questions, but I don't watch anyone else's content, so like 90% of guys you're asking about, I won't have an opinion, and I'm not gonna sit and talk about guys that I haven't like watched extensively, because I also know that if I watch a snapshot of someone's content, that's not enough for me to make like a fair judgment on whatever they're doing. So I would just rather not have these questions. What do you think, David? Maybe I was fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I think I actually did a breakdown of him in the Mastermind. I mean, I just remember maybe he had some good banter, and he was always pretty confident around girls, and I don't think he was very hesitant. I think he was confident and quick. But then again, at the end of the day, like, are you fucking the girls, right? Are you? On the first night, are you going on multiple dates and then fucking the girl? Retention. Are you retaining these girls at all? So it's like, yeah, okay, we look at Infield and the verbals sound fancy or confident, okay. But we're not in the bedroom, right? We're not in there like watching him escalate and performing. Exactly. We don't know what he's texting, what the girl's texting. If she even texts back, is it retention? We have no idea. Because look, I know coach. I know some coaches. Like the verbals and their game in the infield is pretty decent, but I know they're struggling with LMR. Like, they're not closing a lot of these girls in these infields. So, but you guys don't know that. You just see sort of this edited sort of fancy infield, but you don't see the fucking
like how they're closing.
How they're closing.
Yeah, it doesn't need to look flashy. Probably most of the time it shouldn't.
Mhm.
I was thinking about looking into Augustine as a secondary resource until I saw him justifying bad Infield on one of his recent videos. Yeah,
Yeah, you'll
maybe
see
I
that.
didn't see it, but yeah, I mean, maybe it did probably. There's a lot of hype around the Virgins from Red Pill. I mean, why hype around virgins? I mean, I don't think there's anything special about being a virgin. I don't see a girl as better for being a virgin. I really do not. I just don't. But also, like, okay, I think we're talking about extremes as well. Would I rather have a virgin than a girl with 200 leg count? Yeah, probably. Girl who's a virgin or has a 10 leg count, I couldn't give less of a fuck. I really could not. 20, 30, I still probably don't care, to be honest. Like, it's just not a big deal to me. Because look, I'm like, my leg count is ridiculously high. At some point, it becomes a little bit too hypocrite to be like, yo, you have to be a virgin or some shit. So like, no.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. I don't need a virgin. Okay, like I don't need a virgin, but I don't care if my leg count is 10,000. I don't want to marry a girl with a 200, 300 leg count. Like it's just not happening.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about marrying a girl with 200.
But I think there's a difference, right? Yeah. I think there's a difference between marriage, dating seriously, so like in a exclusive relationship, something casual, one night stand, that kind of thing. Like,
okay. Just to be clear, I'm talking about like casual dating.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about marriage.
Yes, because like
to be clear,
like look, I'm looking at my like rotation. All right, it's like well, there's a stripper, there's a high-end stripper. I don't know her leg count, but I'm not gonna ask because like
maybe you don't want to know.
You know, like not like like she said 100. I wouldn't care, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because I told her like, look, this is all we're only gonna be casual. You come over, we fuck, that's it. Yeah. I'm not gonna marry her. I'm not going to like invest a lot in her, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I don't care. She's nice. She's amazing. You know, all this. So I have girls with like higher leg count, and they're amazing and everything. But I would not go any further than just a very casual thing. When it comes to actually investing a lot of my time into a girl, and maybe dating more seriously in marriage, she's going to be low leg count. She doesn't have to be a virgin, but she's going to be under 3 leg counts. Okay, so
I think that's fair.
That's my preference.
Yeah, but hyped or justified or overrated.
But by the way,
because I haven't seen their content, so I don't know what they're saying about them.
Yeah, but also we have to say, like, even a virgin, let's say you meet her, she's 18, 19, she's a virgin. Yeah, you know, that virgin is still a girl. At the end of the day, she's a girl. She could be influenced by, you know, the culture, other girls, whatever. She could still cheat on you, right? You can have your virgin. She's now at 1 leg count. She can still cheat on you. She can still be disloyal. She could walk all over you. Oh, you're a bitch. Like if you're a bitch, you're a bitch. Like virgins don't like bitches. You're a pussy.
No. But actually, that's such a great point, because most of these virgins, they probably come from more conservative countries where you as a man have to be even less of a bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Totally. Let's check this. From Georgia, recently, we're gonna bounce from this stream, so we're gonna pick the questions we think are most interesting. This was just like a response to one. I'm from Georgia. I recently dealt with a lot of fucking British people. I think they turned me racist. No, I mean, I don't blame you. I don't know if you guys remember Key and Pete. Yeah, of course I remember you. A couple of guys in my mastermind. We talk about being in a sexual state. I was getting a shit ton of IOIs.
Yeah.
Having insight to getting into this mysterious state. I know. I mean, like, he's talking about how do you get into this when you have like this sexually charismatic state where you're just like attracting, getting a fuck ton of IOIs. Sleep is the biggest factor here. At least when you're at a point where you have those subcons like kind of like dialed in. Sleep, it's gonna be a really big thing. I also think like if you had a lot of recent successes, you're gonna radiate this more for sure. I mean, if you just fuck the girl, you're definitely gonna have this more.
Yeah, if you think about it, like if you're in that state, okay. Well, one, you're probably well rested. Okay, because look, if you're sleep deprived, you're gonna have like low T, low sex drive. So you're probably a little bit more energized. So your walk, your subcoms are gonna be a lot better. Also, I think there's something about passion. Like you go talk to the girl, and she could tell. Fuck, like on like a more sort of sexual, animalistic level, you are genuine, right? You're passionate there. That's going to be appealing to a lot of women. And also, you're probably going to actually take a little bit more risk and move the interaction forward because you really need to fuck. Okay. So a lot of guys, you have low sex drive, and you're just like, I'm doing routines and saying routines, and what do I do next? It's like, okay.
Maybe she's not feeling it.
Yeah, it's like, but look, if you're in that sort of predatorial, animalistic, horny state, you have a lot of incentive to actually pull this girl as soon as possible and fuck. So, just by that, just by doing that, you're going to have a lot more success. Have you guys ventured out of seduction to add to the UMP model? Sales, persuasion, interrogation, or was it a pure trial and error until you got it right? Why is every other coach so behind? Sales, we haven't got into sales or interrogation. No, I mean, look, we've had guys in the mastermind that did live streams or made posts about sales or whatever their expertise is to add value to the group. But we've never gotten into that. What to do when you meet a girl that is into you, but is strongly committed to staying at the club bar because of friends? Well, I mean, committed to staying at the club because of friends. Well, I mean, why does she want to stay with her friends? All right. Is it someone's birthday? She doesn't want the friends to judge her or think that she's a slut. Maybe they're staying together. So I would ask her, I would try to dive deep a little bit into that so you could handle the objection, right? So I would, at this stage, I would be really focused on handling objections and getting a lot more information so that you could solve this problem, right? You may have to actually talk to the friends a lot more, kind of win them over, validate them, solve any issues. Maybe one girl has a key and they're staying together, like shit like that happens. So you may have to actually go to the friends and at least try to solve this. Or you could actually just build a lot more value, get her really fucking horny so she does not give a fuck about the friends. Right? Like we've had situations where, the girls are like, I can't leave because I'm with my friends. I don't want my friends to judge me or see me leave with you. It's like, all right, let's solve this. Go tell your friends you're going to leave early. Okay. I'll wait outside. Okay. And I'll call an Uber. I'll meet you outside. So say goodbye to them, walk out, we'll grab an Uber and leave. All right. That works. Sometimes it's as easy as that, right?
Sometimes it's more complicated. But yeah, like he's saying, maybe you just need to get her more committed to you. Maybe that's just the deal, right? I think she has to be strongly committed to you first. Thanks for the stream. What if you're a bottom and you're not into this domination stuff? Bro, you're asking the wrong person, to be honest. I mean, it's going really hard on pussy eating, then sell her on pussy eating. That could be one way. No, but seriously, fuck, it would be really good if Mark was here. Not because he's a sub or anything, but he's
not here. He's not here, so we could frame him that way.
Yeah, this is a really good question. How do you find such girls that are dominant, and how do you find out, communicate with slave tendencies? There's this really good channel called Todd V Dating.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I think, look, generally women are submissive and they like a more assertive, dominant guy. Maybe not like straight up BDSM type of shit where she's the slave. Actually, like most of my girls would be into that. But Yeah, you're just confident, you're leading, you're assertive, and you're decisive, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what most girls want at the very least. So to like try to find girls, normal girls, the average girl, to I don't know, be your master is probably going
That's
to
going to
be
be very difficult.
it's going to be a little bit hard. So you're going to have to go find sort of
Yeah.
communities. So sex communities, you know. What's that? Hey, what's that one fucking app?
Like Fat Life or something.
Yeah, like Fat Life.
You're talking about like Field.
Yeah, Field. Yeah, Fat
Yeah,
Life.
yeah.
Yeah, there are there's communities you could join and definitely find a fucking master if you want to. But like, we don't have much experience with, you know.
No, I do not. No, but you know, I think you're gonna get a lot of girls who will be like, oh, like they would like to try it like once.
Yeah.
But oh man, I don't know.
Well, I think I think you're just going to have to run your game, go approach, you know, start a sexual conversation, and I don't know, kind of ease into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about
like, have you ever done this with a guy? Have you ever choked a guy? You do it like everything but reverse.
Hey, you actually do the type routine. Oh fuck! I
can tell you're Dominic.
Exactly. I can tell exactly what you like. What is it? You love a man that's a little bit of a slave that you could kind of choke and kind of push around in the bedroom.
Oh, I would love to do this today. And she'd be like, no, actually, I'm very submissive. Oh, really? Anti-frame.
Yes. So this is
the perfect anti-frame.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I have to try this. The perfect anti-frame.
But the thing is, I don't think it's a very, I don't know. Like, I don't want to judge, but I don't think it's a very natural thing for a man to want to be a slave. I think you might have some issues you might want to resolve, and you may want to build up your confidence and your self-esteem or something. I don't know, and maybe you'll grow out of it. Okay, maybe you'll grow, maybe not. I don't know, but you know, good luck with that. Either way,
good luck, my man. I can tell Mark is somewhere in the Balkans. That's funny. Wall is not paying with red brick. That was kind of funny, actually. My wingman wasn't respecting my boundaries, but great gaming sessions, many approaches and numbers. Should I stay or should I go? This sounds like you're in a toxic relationship. Should I stay or should I go?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what boundaries? What is he doing?
Yeah, but just tell him like, hey, we got to communicate better. You can't be doing this shit. If he does that again, just fucking leave him. Yeah. You don't need him. Why do you don't need him? Yeah, you don't need him to fuck girls. What is he gonna do? Sit there in the fucking corner and cheer you on? You don't need him.
Yeah. Most guys struggle from low SMV, but UMP struggle because of high SMV. It's my life. I really liked when you guys do the lives that will get me interested. Oh yeah, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, we're gonna do more of these lives. We've just been so busy coaching. You have no idea how much I've been coaching. It's fucking crazy. We're gonna try to wrap this up pretty soon. Best coaches in the game. Yeah. Fuck yeah. It better be. How good do you think you'd be at a sales job? Fucking incredible.
Oh, bro. Like,
be incredible. Bro, do you know how? Oh, bro. Yeah. I mean, bro, like, well, to be fair, what we're selling is so easy to sell because, like, we have, like, 600 testimonials of actual real students. To be fair, we're not being tested so well because our shit sells so easily. So, you know, it sells out like when we announce it pretty much. So, you know, but, you know, I would be shocked if it was more difficult to sell something to you know, someone who actually like was interested in an item than just walking up to a girl randomly and like pulling her. I think, you know, selling pussy or like whatever must be much harder than selling a product to someone who, you know, you have like a lead for a product. I think the girl is potentially investing more than just selling a product for like 1K. I think the sales would be fucking infinitely easier. Bro, like, why don't we do sales instead?
Well, I mean, we'll probably do that after UMP.
Bro, we should just take all Indians in a mastermind, start a call center. Because they already know all the content. We fucking do that. Start a call center.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
It's honestly not a bad idea.
By the way, we're gonna get offers from Indian guys to join the call center.
Yes, exactly. Oh, bro, if this entire game thing doesn't work out, we're starting a fucking call center using our method. Just killing it.
Done.
If I ever want to be a billionaire. I didn't come this time fucking this girl. She was begging me and I retained. Oh, they're going to go crazy. So he's asking, like, why do they go crazy if you don't? Well, it's like a validation thing. Like, they couldn't make you.
Yeah, bro. I had that the other day, actually.
They go crazy.
I was like, nah, bro. I came like 6 times. I'm good. I'm good. They really need you to come. They really, really need it. It's like a major validation strip.
I'm gonna order an Uber.
Yeah. Why do girls get so hooked on this? Yeah, I mean, it's massive validation, right? Well, okay, let's say you're doing a really good job. All right, you're super fucking well. She's coming, right? She feels like that she has to give you some pleasure, make you come as well. But if you don't, it's sort of like, well, why not? Is my pussy not good enough? Right? Am I not hot enough? So it's sort of like a validation strip. And also, it makes you a little bit like every guy comes. Why don't you? I read a study. Like it was like 95% of all men during sex come every time. 95%.
See how fucking effective nature is. That's amazing, actually. Yeah. No, but dude, that's a good point. It's essentially imagine what you might feel if the girl doesn't, because you want her to, right? But imagine that amplified, because most girls, if you look statistically at studies, I mean, what are the statistics for that? Like, how often do girls actually like?
I think it was something like, fuck, I may be wrong. I thought it was like one. It's like 1 in 5 or something.
Okay, but that's So imagine what you're feeling when you come to get the girl to, but 5x. This probably look pretty accurate. One of my favorite rotation girls is leaving to China to model for like.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You gonna miss her?
Of course. I'm gonna try to see her tomorrow before she leaves. During daytime, because I'm fucking night gaming. It's Friday, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll see her during daytime. She's really cool. Maybe I'll take a trip to China when I'm in Asia. I'll get stuck there. I'll become a political prisoner or something.
Don't you need a visa for that?
I'm Swedish. I can go wherever. For an American, probably harder. But if you're Swedish, it's so easy. You can go fucking anywhere so easily.
Coach, another like pickup coach guy just messaged me.
Yeah, what's his name?
He's asking me if I'm in Warsaw. Hold on, I'll show you who it is.
Mm-hmm. Are you screenshotting or what?
Hold on, I think. Yeah.
So there's one guy that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Oh, you know this guy.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah. I know who it is.
All right.
Okay, yeah, man. He's got some good shit going on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks really cool.
That's good.
I'm friends with one of his friends, actually.
Yeah, nice guys.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, I've ordered the Uber now. Cool.
All
Now
right.
I'm gonna
Any
order
other
Uber.
good? Any other? Because I gotta go to the gym and hit my.
Okay. Yo, let's pick the last best question. Actually, I want to see your responses. How do I test a girl if she's a virgin? Well, we're getting on the virgin questions.
How do you test? Look, fuck, bro. I've known so many guys who got tricked and fooled, okay, by girls telling them they're virgins. I just don't look. I could kind of tell. I could tell if a girl's a virgin or not, right? I think I have a good eye for that at this point, but you can't always tell, right? Like, how can you tell she's a virgin or one leg count? Like, who the fuck?
I mean, one way would be to like reverse psychology. Like, actually, I prefer it if you're not a virgin. And she's like, oh, I got the 3 leg count. Bah, got you.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just don't think that you'll be able to fucking test the girl if she's a virgin or not, right? So,
but I also think this is not a good obsession to have that the girl should be a virgin.
yeah, I don't think that's.
Not that it's wrong to want a virgin. That's cool, but I think if you have this mindset, it's like what Mark described earlier. I think it's gonna pressure the girl in ways where she can't be completely open, and she's gonna feel the need to like uphold a certain image to you.
Yeah.
Which is just not gonna be good.
Look, just I don't fuck with whores, okay? Like clearly promiscuous whores that dress like whores. Just avoid those.
It's actually common sense at the end of the day.
Yeah, avoid those.
It really becomes.
You know, like if a girl tells you she's low leg count, three bodies, she's probably lying to you, unless you really create a very open-minded, non-judgmental frame. Then she's more likely to tell you the truth.
Bro, if it's in the US, she's probably fucking lying. If she's in Ukraine, I believe it.
Yeah. There's some countries where like Poland, Ukraine. There's some countries you'll find a lot of virgins. Yeah,
Poland, I believe it. Yeah. People forget how conservative this actually is.
Yeah, we encounter.
But that's also why it's so good.
Yeah.
Is the good thing about this. Like, fuck, dude, I hope this country doesn't turn to shit. Like,
I mean, it's already kind of getting there, but it's fine.
You saw what I posted yesterday.
Yeah, it's already. It's fine. Well, we have to keep.
We have a couple of years. Let's just enjoy it while it's amazing.
Let's enjoy it while we can, and then we'll head to Central Asia or something.
Oh yeah, we just keep moving more east, bro. I can't wait to do boot camp in Kyrgyzstan, like 2040.
Dude, I honestly, like, we joke about it, but you would really enjoy it. But look, Kazakhstan, if you want to start somewhere, Kazakhstan is a little bit more liberal. They have a lot of nightclubs.
Dude, that would actually be fucking interesting. I need to get my Russian on point first. Get my Russian on point.
Yeah. Yeah, Kazakhstan. Yeah, bro. Like, nobody speaks English in Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
There's no English anywhere. It's all Russian or Kyrgyz. Like, bro, being by yourself in Kyrgyzstan would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
You need somebody who speaks Russian or Kyrgyz.
Okay, here. I'm from Poland, and almost all of my experiences with virgins were horrible. They're extremely shy in bed, never initiate anything. Okay, well, I mean, okay, I will say 2 things. Anal farmer too. It's kind of funny with this comment. I'm gonna say 2 things. I mean, first of all, extremely shy. Well, yeah, they're virgins. Probably very submissive. Yeah. Never initiate anything. Well, also, you're the man.
Yeah.
Girls shouldn't have to initiate anything. But also, there's also a flip side to that, because the girls should be fucking begging to get fucked also. Exactly. So it's like it goes both ways. But yeah, you got, because like
every virgin or one leg count girl I've ever had initiated sex. They would ask to come over. If I said, not tonight, let's watch a movie, they would drive them crazy. They would become rapists straight up. They would be very aggressive.
Oh, girls are not very good at dealing when they get LMR.
They
don't have the patience that guy does if they get denied sex. Try to deny a girl sex, you will never see her like fucking jump you and like try to fucking like actual like I don't know if YouTube flags that word, so I'm not gonna say it again.
Yeah, but look, they should be initiating sex. It just comes down to if they're not that attracted to you and you're not very good in bed, they're less likely to initiate things. If you're amazing in bed, okay, and you're a very attractive man, they will initiate it every fucking time. I guarantee that. You don't even have to ask for sex. You're gonna have to tell the girl, please, can I have a break? It's gonna be your biggest issue. That should be your biggest issue.
Check this. I made my prospects, like sales prospects, chase and beg for my product. Yeah, I believe you.
Yes.
I believe you, bro. If you can get them to chase and beg for dick, just imagine if you're trying to sell just like something normal, right? Like it would be so fucking easy. Word swift, true as fuck. Yeah, for sure. I mean, girls are more sexual than guys. Like, I fully believe that.
Yep,
they are
100%.
fucking perverted.
Yes. I speak Russian. How would Tinder be there? So like Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. I did some Tinder in Kyrgyzstan, and I mean,
did you have to translate or did you actually do in English?
Yeah, a lot of them didn't speak English. So you could tell they're using like Google Translate. So look, you're not going to be able to. He speaks Russian, so you'd be absolutely fine. They all speak Russian, so you're going to be good. Absolutely. But there's
great.
Look, there's a great mix of good girls in Kyrgyzstan and sort of hot girls. All right, they're like Ukrainian Asians, the way I see it. Like, look, my Kyrgyz girl, she doesn't think she's Asian. Like when she looks in the mirror, she sees a white girl. She thinks she's Russian. And when people ask if she's is she Chinese or something, you know, they're like, are you Asian? She's like, what the fuck? She sees herself as like a Russian woman. It's interesting.
Dude, I really go fight shit. That sounds so interesting. Like, I remember in Bali, I was with like I remember this one specific like Kazakh girl I pulled in like 2020. She was so like ridiculously fucking hot. Like, and they were just. She gave me a very good first impression of Kazakh girls.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking great.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed my rotation of Uzbeks, Kyrgyz, and Kazakhs. It was the most, I think, stress-free and relaxing rotation of all time.
But also, like 10 years ago, were you ever expecting that your best rotation would be fucking Kyrgyzstan? You didn't even hear about the country, probably.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I knew, I've heard of it, and I thought it was like Afghanistan or something.
Like Tajikistan or something.
Yeah.
Like that. What the fuck? Yeah.
No, I'd never met anyone. I met maybe one Kazakh girl one time years ago, but. And look, I'm not into Asian girls. I'm not into Asian girls, but they're not Asian. You know what I mean? Like, they don't act like the stereotypical Asian.
They're Asian Russians.
They act like Russians or Ukrainians.
Yeah.
They just have a slight of an Asian face, you know.
Yeah.
Nah,
they're fucking hot.
They're very hot.
Yeah. I would go there.
Oh, you would love it. You would fucking love it.
Yeah. All right. I have to go soon. So do you have like a last question you want to pick or like a last kind of words?
How can I handle when I tried the... Well, I mean, how can I handle when I try to pull with the objection? I'm on my period and I don't want to do this on our first meet.
Well, are you getting both of these at once or what?
He's like, I'm getting the objection. I'm on my period, but I also don't want to pull on her period. So don't handle the objection, right?
Sorry, I think what he's saying is that the girl is giving a second objection. I don't want to do this on her first.
I see.
So, I think, dude, I was also confused first. I'm like, you don't want to fuck her on her period? And what's the problem? But yeah, I think that's what he's saying. Because otherwise it would make sense to ask this.
Yeah, I mean, you look, fuck, that's two objections you're having to deal with. you're gonna have to handle the period objection. And then she's like, well, I okay, fine, makes sense. Yeah, sex is better on the period. I'm hornier, blah blah blah. You're a man, you don't care, but I'm still not going to do this on the first meet. Okay, well, I would. How did you sexualize? How much attraction do you have? All right, what's your sexual value? Did you turn her on? Did you build any kind of sexual tension? So, look, I think if you work on building more attraction, teaching sexually a lot better or a lot more, you're less likely to get, I don't want to do this on the first meet. You may only get, but I'm on my period. Usually I'm on my period is not that hard to get over, really.
No, that's pretty
I just look at her and just say, I'm a fucking man. I don't give a fuck. That's it. And if she goes, oh, okay, most guys are, don't like it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She's like, okay, all right, let's go.
Sometimes I'm like, I pretend to be happy, like you're on your period. Fuck, that's amazing. Just pretend to be happy, like, oh my god, no, this is perfect. This is fucking even so much better right now. Yeah, just act like you're happy. Like, fucking perfect. Fuck,
Like,
it's
hey,
perfect.
girls,
It comes so much more.
orgasm.
Yeah.
No, but like girls actually orgasm. Okay, there was a Harvard study that showed women orgasm 3.5 times more on their period.
3.5 times.
3.5.
So that's 70 orgasms if you give me 20.
Exactly.
Whoa.
If you can create that non-judgmental frame,
Exactly.
get over the period objection, then there you go.
But if she's a virgin on her period,
Fuck that. Oh, I don't think I would. Actually, I would probably postpone that one. You know what I mean? I would probably postpone that. I'd be like, you know what? Let's.
Why?
I don't know, because I want to like eat pussy and like finger her, and I'm like, I'm gonna get blood all over my hand. I'm not gonna eat pussy. So you know what?
Okay,
we'll wait 2 days, and we'll have the best first time. All right. Because I don't want to be like, oh fuck, there's blood everywhere. This is,
Dude, our cleaners have seen some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Oh, they've seen some shit.
Yeah, the cleaners just think. Well, the cleaners just always snitching on us.
Oh, I know.
Because like when I have girls here from like the night before, and the cleaner's here, she gossips.
Oh, I know, dude. Everything.
Yeah. Everything. Which is, I mean, it's funny.
It's scary.
Nah,
it's cool.
Maybe the cleaner's going to try to fuck us or something. I don't know. I have a feeling she's going to try to learn about the Swift effect and the mastermind and the product. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the Swift effect? How do you define this?
Well, it's just look, I have to go to the gym. It's easier to just join the fucking mastermind, try it for 2 weeks for free, and learn about the Swift effect, learn about the Swift fingering technique. And by the way, there's a bunch of posts about the Swift fingering technique. I did a whole video about teaching this.
Guys are loving it.
So many guys were posting about how they made girls squirt for the first time.
The retention is up.
And the retention is up with the Swift, just this one Swift fingering technique. It's a simple one that guys just don't do. But if you do this one Swift fingering technique, there's a tutorial in the mastermind. Your retention will go up. Your girl will squirt, and she will come, and she will love you, and she will want it more and more and more.
Straight up.
Just join, get the free trial and then get the Swift fingering technique and leave if you want to. Okay?
Exactly. The girl with her period told me that when she was at my house, then she said
she never done it.
Well, okay, but she's worried about like that you're gonna be like disgusted or something, which is pretty. Think about it from like your own perspective. Like I'm gonna make an analogy now. It's not completely perfect, but imagine if you like shit yourself, and like she's trying to pull you, you'd be like, not today, kind of like that, right? And even if you, like, I mean, just imagine that you're sitting there like explaining to her like actually like this happened, and she's like, no, that's fine, I don't care. Probably wouldn't happen, but like yeah, but I think if you want to understand it from her perspective, it will probably be something pretty similar. Not as extreme, but you get the point. Yeah, like I don't care, it's fine. We got some more. Hey guys, I recently discovered you. First day in Warsaw doing extreme cold approaches. And bro, I was out earlier today. Well, we were out like fucking 3 hours ago, David.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we keep saying join the Mastermind. If you join the Mastermind, make a post that you're in Warsaw.
Bro, there's like 30 guys here.
There's so many guys in Warsaw right now.
Yeah.
So if you maybe you did join the Mastermind and we're talking shit, just make a post in the Mastermind and I'll tag some guys that are in Warsaw and they will wing with you. You just have to make the post and I'll tag some dudes.
We're gonna run soon, but let's check this. He said that my question was skipped, so I'm gonna scroll up.
Which question?
Here. I will try to push back that if I go on date with 9 out of 10, she knows that every guy wants to fuck her ASAP. Is it better not to do what every other guy is and try to sleep around the first date? One, you still sexual DHV, become an authority, etc., but without fucking immediately. No. What would be the upside? That's what I'm thinking.
Well, he's saying that he doesn't want to be like every other guy, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I'm so hot, you just want to fuck. Okay, just don't be like every other guy. Right? Have more value, build more attraction, right? More sexual tension, run better game. Be different. Don't be like these other guys. Like this is, I don't see how this is going to help you if, you still sexually DHV, you become an authority, but you're not going for any pulls. And what if you don't get to the third date? And what if you get to the third date and she's already sort of decided, she put you in that category of, okay, this is like a relationship sort of thing, maybe. Maybe she friend zones you because she thinks you're, I don't know, hesitant, scared, timid, go for the pull.
Yeah, because she's probably not thinking like, he's just trying to not be like every other guy. She's going to they always make the worst assumptions. That's something I learned. They always make the worst assumptions. So I wouldn't do it this way. That's for sure. Because also, like, I think there are better ways that you could separate yourself than by not trying to fuck her.
Yeah.
I think there are so many other ways that you can separate yourself.
I mean, simply by it sounds like what you're doing. If you display so much authority, right, and a lot of value and a lot of sexual value, you're already separating yourself from every other guy who is maybe lacking confidence, who's nervous, who has no sexual value or very little, or isn't displaying any of that, who doesn't know how to build that tension. You're already separating yourself immediately. So she doesn't want to fuck these guys. These guys are just like, yeah, okay, hi, oh, that's cool, you work here, you're so amazing. Do you want to fuck? It's like,
no. Exactly, yeah. But also, see, this is interesting because you say without being needy for sex. But when you're saying this, you're also implying that if you're trying to pull or trying to get her home, that you're needy for sex or that you appear needy. Well, that's not necessarily the case. That only is the case if you actually look needy. You can pull without looking needy. So yeah, I mean, look, I understand like where this question is coming from. I really do, but I don't think this is necessarily going to benefit you.
Well, I think here's an easy way to think about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on the date. Don't rush it. All right. Actually sit down, have a good time, take your time. Okay. But focus on actually building attraction and displaying a lot of value. Okay. Get to the point where you can sexualize the conversation. You throw out some pre-selection stories, let's say, a lot of sexual DHVs, but do it very well. And just sit back. Don't try to do anything. Just sit back and I'm going to have this normal conversation. I'm going to DHV a lot so that she sees all the value that you have. and she sees that you're not actually trying to get a reaction from her, right? You're not trying to do something. So she can come to the realization on her own, okay, fuck, this guy's amazing. I want to fuck him. Then you go for the pull at the end. You don't have to push for the pull immediately from the start of the date or halfway through the date. Build your value first. Build tension. Get her a little bit turned on. Make her laugh a few times. And then you could pull at the end after you've already displayed all that sexual value.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, that's such a good point. I think the big difference is really making her really want it versus most guys, they're just like, oh, like it was a good time. And then they're like, hey, do you want to come? And she's like, no. But the difference comes in like really making her want it. If you really make her want it, she will never see you as needy for trying to pull.
Right.
You know, if anything, she's going to be worried about being too needy by being too easy.
Yep.
Which is much better situation. But then you need to handle that too. So, you know, it's always going to be something.
More rocks. I look too old for 18 to 20-year-old clubs. I'm 22 and get 27 plus. Should I shave? Nah, bro. I would much prefer to look more mature and older. 18 and 20-year-old women love older men. I'm like 37, 38. The women literally stay the same age. The women I have are 18 to 22. I'm like,
you know who's asking this question, right?
Who is this?
He did our ROP.
Oh shit, who is this?
He's in Sweden. There's only one guy.
Starts with an E?
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah. No, you should keep your look.
Oh, what is this? Yeah, come on, don't
bro. That's him, bro.
What are you asking these questions for? Come on, you know better.
Yeah. I have to go like now, so you good to wrap it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're slightly overweight, can you still crush online? Yes. Really good photo.
Yo, like bro, he was 300 pounds fucking crushing it online.
Yeah,
over 300. Yeah.
335 at one point. But
335. Yeah, you were yeah.
But yes, but I have really good angles. Okay, but it's obvious that I'm a big guy. Like I'm not hiding it. I don't look, 180 pounds or something. I still look big in my photos, but yeah, really good angles. But I use my weight, okay, my size to look very assertive and very dominant in the photos. Okay. And that works very well. Right. That's super important. All right.
Cool.
All right. I gotta go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real quick, for the guys who were asking about joining the Mastermind and the free trial, the 2-week free trial, after this ends, we will post the link in the comments section, right? But we'll have to do it once the thing ends.
Post a link, UMP University. I put the link in the chat, guys. This is where you can find the Mastermind free trial. Okay. Anything you want to say?
Nah, I mean, see you guys on the Mastermind. See you Sunday. We'll break down some pickup coaches, Infield.
Yeah.
See you there.
That was awesome. See you guys. Peace out.